No, no.
Good morning, Shalu. I don't know why I say that from Street Fighter. But
I
anyway,
swear, I was about to say what?
oh come on, everybody loves Street Fighter.
I was gonna
Oh,
say Good Morning Vietnam. Everybody loved that movie. You better.
oh yes. R.I.P. to Robert Williams.
Yes, yes.
Yes, but we have a great show. I know my boy Rocket Reese will come through soon because I know we got big XFL championship. If you're big fans of XFL, including myself. Um,
Ugly ass trophy though.
eh, oh shit, they showed the trophy.
Yeah, it's oh my god, it's like two French fries crossing each other holding a football. It's ugly as shit. They need to do something with that. Rocky could have done better. You could have done better, bro.
I thought,
I swear to God, if I found a picture of it, I'll send it to you. That shit, but oogly, unless that's a joke. I mean, Rock does that type of shit for everybody think they got the scoop and then they change it on you, maybe. But when I saw it, I was like, no
I don't know.
sir.
I don't know. That could be the one. That could be that trophy they're gonna win for their very successful third and a half season. The
I,
second
I
one,
they keep on calling the inaugural, but I said it's the inaugural under the Rock since the first two or one and a half was under WWE management and did not do so good. Um, sure, I say that. I go with that. But as a realist, this is their second and a half season. Thanks to the pandemic, it's the second and a half season. So let's just call a spade a spade. But yeah. Let's Rocky Reese will be with us. We are your we are your three rebels. Uh minus one, but he'll be with us soon. Oh
yes.
man. I'm on that. I just want to point that ring out if y'all can see it. You see it say FTW. That's what mood I am right now, because what we talk about today. Well, let's talk about today's wrestling and we'll get to the special the two you might as well say a two-parter. Um this is our special Mother's Day editions because we pay respect to the mamas tomorrow by putting this
Oh,
episode today.
oh yes. We have to do that. We definitely have to do that. So, just like the American Critic would to say, what you want to talk about?
Stop calling him America Queen. Won't you just call him America Runner? No, that sounds much better. That sounds like him. As Roman would say, you ran. But I ain't gonna do that because I know there's some people who got saying their vaginas when we talk about Cody. So let's just keep it real. He's a runner, but he's still a marquee guy. I'll give him that. That's about it. Well, let's talk about what's hot right now. The two nights of the Super Juniors.
You know what? To be honest, I seen the first night, but
Mm.
I did not see the second night because I know.
No,
Uh,
you mean just morning? Just two. Uh-oh. You okay? Let's say
it-
you
okay,
froze a little bit.
okay. So make
Yeah,
sure.
the first night was full of upsets, or you can say first timers winning their first match. I definitely gotta say the upset of the night though for night one is Doki beating Kushida.
That's the one. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
That was pretty also for Doki.
Oh yeah.
He need that point real quickly right off the
Not
bat.
you know what? I give him this. I give him this. The match he had this morning, even though he lost, was way better than the one he won. He took Hiromu to the limit. I mean, that's the junior, that's the light heavyweight champion, the or the junior heavyweight champion, as they say. And he took him to the limit. Like he almost choked him out. Then he almost pinned him. And I mean, he made it believe it was gonna be an upset. That's a good wrestling match for someone you knew was gonna lose, but goddamn, it made you change your mind in mid match. And I was like, oh shit, you know, I'm like, God damn, all right, Doki. I stopped calling him Dookie for me. I'm like, all right, Doki, get him. But it's some good names that's on the leaderboard right now. I don't have it in front of me. This is usually Reese spot right here. But for what I know, um, Hillmaster has four.
Mm.
Uh, um,
O'Connor
Lux,
got 4 points.
who?
Clark O'Connor, the member of the Bullet Club,
Oh no, he got two.
two.
He
Dang,
he
I get
lost. He lost this morning.
okay. That must be night two then.
Yeah, he lost. He lost this morning. Um, he got 2 points. He the all right. I still not feeling him as a Bullet Club member. First of all, let me just say this right now. You come in and you think you gonna be the Bret Hart of fuck or the Hart Foundation of the Bullet Club with all this pink on. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Finley. You think he a savage? He's not a savage. I'm not feeling it. But like I said, he gets 6 points. I would not berate him. Just like I said, Honore, you get 6 points in G1. I will quit bitching about you. But he still don't feel like a Bullet Club member to me just because you got Gato and yes, you beat the shit out of what's his name, Kevin Knight with that fucking chair last time. He
That
whooped his
okay.
ass.
That was hate crime because
Oh, you think that man, listen. I was like, nigga, get up. I can't I have not said the N-word so many times without doing a rap song. Nigga, get your I woke my wife. Like, nigga, get your ass up, roll, get out the ring. And he broke the chair on her. I mean, oh my god, it's like a Rodney King beatdown. I had to say that. But I don't with Kevin Knight, I think Kevin Knight is there for experience. I think this is not he probably get 4 points during the whole tournament, but he's there to get a learning experience. He is from the LA dojo. Yes, he is the
tag
junior tag team champ.
IWGP tag
Yeah,
champ
but look who his partner is, the legendary Kushida.
Kushida.
And plus this, he's not really like a dojo guy. He did the indies for a while. So um he's not like he just come off the streets and going to the dojo and shit like that. But yeah, but I don't think he gonna have a learning experience. I give him 4 points by the end of this tournament, but he got his ass whooped, boy. I mean, goddamn. I got mad. I got kind of mad. It's not Black History Month, but I got kind of mad. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
just I'm like, Lord, get up, get. I saw like TJ, get up now, get
Yeah.
up.
I was gonna put that video on, but it still had Nate Robinson on it, so I was like, it won't make no sense. People don't remember that. Like,
Oh,
get up, out, yo, get up, wake up, but he got his ass whooped. But my surprise, I'm gonna say my surprise right now is Robbie Eagles. He's on a mission. He beat Yo, and
hmm.
he beat Yo, and then he beat Colin Connors this morning. He kind of tricked Connors though. That was beautiful how he tricked him. Of course, the bad child Leo Rush, he got 4 points. Taguchi is not wrestling like Taguchi. He's trying to go back to his when he was the ace of the juniors. I mean, you could do that, bro, but that's not you no more. I'm sorry, Taguchi, you my guy. When I hear your music, I start dancing to it, but you're not that guy. You're not that guy no more. Um, but Leo Rush, I did not watch the main event this morning because I had to get up early. I will find out who unless Reese could come back and tell us who won that.
Oh,
Um,
Leo Rush won. He defeated Riku Gucci.
yeah, I'm talking about the main event.
Oh,
Yo and Master Wato. Um, I don't really. I left out when he was doing that.
sure.
Somebody else
Oh,
got 4 points.
yo defeat Master Wato.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had to because yeah, I know it's early. I know how the format's looking. That I mean the junior started off hot right now. I gotta give him that. El Desperado and his former tag team partner was a good match. Yesterday Hillmaster. Of course, Hillmaster gonna win because he taught Desperado all that he knows, not all that he knows.
Yeah.
So that was a good interesting match. TJP, I don't. TJP, he lost to Titan, but he beat Kushida just morning. I don't know if Kushida just there to give people the big win or what's going on, but he's not the same Kushida before he left for WWE. Let's put it like that.
I don't know. I guess he just gave some people some push,
I
but I know
mean,
he's a
he,
tag team champion.
yeah, he's still champion, but you keep on getting fucking pinfalls. You got a lot of title defenses. Keep on getting these pinfalls. Goddamn it!
Oh
Yeah,
shit, yeah, that is true. Damn.
right. I mean, he just lost. He lost to Doke yesterday. Then he lost to TJP, and then Francisco beat Kevin Knight, which is his partner. So that's a rematch about to happen soon. And so that was interesting. Try to think of some. And Mr. Dan, not Dan. God damn it.
Let's see.
Mahoney, Mahoney,
Oh, Dan Maloney. The,
Maloney. Yes, former NXT UK guy. Got something to prove. He won his first match, but that second match, he tapped out. He tapped out. So it,
Lord have mercy.
it is what it is. But this has been good so far. I just
Hmm.
don't know. It's not really a runaway because it's only two shows. So the third show is just in the morning, which is kind of crazy because you got that show and you got Noah's show.
You know what? I'm so glad I got my damn Wrestle Universe back. Cause like the first thing I watched was DET King of DET round two. Let me tell you something. You ain't got no money. You still start watching that shit on the fly. I ain't gonna cut it. But I'm definitely gonna watch Noah. I don't know. Let's see.
Noah,
Oh
the only match I want to see is Access against Congo. The return of
yes.
Access, Nakajima and Go against Kenu and his tag team partner Kenu. It want to kick Nakajima head off. How dare you leave Congo without us kicking you out? How dare you?
That that match could be a banger. But let me tell you something. DT Pro Wrestling. I'm gonna keep on talking about it till my face turn blue. Oh boy, sexy Lino.
Oh God.
He got hypnotized because he tried to be sexy, but the GM and Honda tried to stop being sexy, so they hypnotized him. Bro, there's a story going on with him. That shit is a lot more exciting than what's going on in WWE. To be honest, I'm gonna
I
say that
don't
right
know.
now.
I don't know what's going on in WWE. We go. Well, we might as well segue to that because I I said this with the boys. I'm gonna say it here. If you're not you held the fucking tag team titles hostage, not hostage in a bad way though, in a good way because the Usos at least gave everybody a fucking chance at those belts, right? No
Hmm.
disrespect, they gave everybody tag team, made up tag teams, all of them shots during their title run, and had some good matches. But if you gonna give Kevin Owens and Sammy this belt just so they could stay with the storyline of Bloodline and make it interesting, it's a waste of time.
It's a head scratcher because, like, okay, I thought they're gonna pull a trigger on Uso, either Jimmy or Jay, but look like it's more towards Jimmy than Jay, which that make Jimmy the Kings of Heart of the Usos. They hint, and then out of nowhere, him and Solo get a tag team title shot against Sammy and Kevin Owens.
And
The 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 first part was Sammy is going to wrestle at Saudi Arabia. That's the surprising part.
well, I looked into that. Shout out to Stormy. Stormy helped me out on this one. I looked into it. So apparently, the diplomatic relationship between Syria and Saudi Arabia is going well to the point that Sam could come over and wrestle, and the prince promised him protection. And if you get protection from the royal family, from the royal when the king crown. Listen, you take that shit. That shit more safe than the goddamn president of the United States. I don't I don't want to try. You could try all you want. You will not touch Sammy. Sammy will probably be the only motherfucker eating next to the goddamn prince or the king, wherever the fuck it is. That's how protected he is. Kevin Owens might as well say he's protected too, because remember he was not going because of Sammy. No matter
Mm,
what shows, he was not going because of Sammy. That's how close him and Sammy is. But my thing is this: if I want to stay on this the storyline thing, I said, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. Roman and Solo is not winning those tag team titles because of the Usos. I think the Usos is gonna cost them the tag team titles some way somehow. Because if they do put those tag team titles on Roman and Solo, congratulations to Solo winning his first title on the main roster. But at the same time, now those belts gonna be hostage.
I can see. Remember when Shawn Michael and Diesel fought Yokozuna and British the Bulldog for the tag team titles, like winner takes all type of situation?
Yeah,
I can see that with that against the Usos or a triple threat match down the road. But that's common sense. But one thing that WWE don't have is common sense.
you know
But
what? And I don't. And the thing is, the common sense line. They do got common sense. They just don't want to use that common sense. They got the common sense guy. The common sense guy. It's two of them. Is Paul and William. But you still
McMahon,
got no, I don't call him that. I'm calling him Rico Suave McMahon because that damn mustache and that terrible dye job he got on his head. That guy and those investors in the other place, like
Endeavor,
Endeavor. Those guys once I don't know they I you remember that you watch Family Guy, so what I'm about to say is gonna
mm,
make you laugh at the same time. You remember that? You know that cutaway when Peter said, "I'm happier than a cow in the morning," and the
mhm.
cow get milk. He's like, "Oh yes!" Listen, listen. WWE is milking this fucking cow to this fucking no more milk in this shit. All right. I am. I had my shirt on yesterday. I've been a Roman Reigns fan for the longest. My wife could shout out to the hill. Big dog. Even when he said suffer success, I was kind of had my head down like, oh shit, I can't wear this shirt out here, but I still wore it. I still got my Roman Reigns vest. I got the gloves somewhere in his house. But okay, he gonna hit his thousand. He gonna hit his thousand. Now it's guaranteed. He's gonna hit his 1,000 day Night of Champions. Good, great, wow. But if you keep it longer than that, now that rumor that he's supposed to hold it all the way to what September,
Yeah, next year September.
next year September is looking going to happen, and a lot of people
Oh,
don't want that to happen.
I don't want it. I wish I could throw a flag right now. I'm trying to make a new video. Wink, wink. But I wish. But I don't want. We don't have no time. We don't have no patience. I'm sorry. I know
No,
you try to beat Hulk Hogan record, but god damn it, I don't give a damn about Hulk Hogan record. I don't give a
no,
damn about Bruno Sammartino. Drop the goddamn belt. Because right now
yeah.
we about to have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I'm pretty sure going to change to WWE Champion soon. We're going to have a new World Heavyweight
So
Champion.
it's
And
gonna be world heavyweight champion because now they gonna consider the Universal Championship and the WWE title as one. And if that rumor is true that they gonna make a new belt again, if you gonna make a new belt, two things. Don't try to put that half shit. I saw people make that shit in that video game, putting fucking half blue and the other
oh
half
god,
black.
yeah, I see that shit.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that. Don't steal the ideas to these crazy nuts on that game and make it like a damn title belt. Make it like a title belt that we can buy. I mean, that we want to buy. All right. I ain't gonna say we because, but
Yeah, oh
but
yeah, you go buy that belt. Yeah, I got look, I got honey a new belt for us.
no, because the only belt that's supposed to come in here either the 10 pounds of gold or two tag team title belts. Not yet. So I gotta get those. But what I think about this Roman Reigns title run. Okay, we made history. Roman, y'all finally got it right. Y'all finally got it right after what 8 years, and the fans love it. And now, when the fans love it, we supposed to hate it. Remember this when we was supposed to love Roman Reigns, we booed it because y'all shoving like broccoli to a fucking kid in his baby seat. He didn't want no fucking broccoli. He just kept on shoving it down our throat. And
Mm.
now when he's supposed to get booed we cheer him. So what you do, you do the Brock Lesnar thing. Let's make him a part timer. They don't like part timers. Now let's make him a part timer and he hold the belt. They didn't like that. Wow, boo, boo. No, take the fucking belt off him. You got some hard. You got some workers that can make your the title and the title reign worth something to watch. I always said that when you got guys that's in there like a Seth Rollins and AJ Styles, who AJ Styles, by the way, his numbers is coming up. He said it himself, dude. He's talking about retiring like 2, 3 years. You got some other guys that could probably be. I don't know if they're ready for the main event or they could probably take get them boost them up. That's the thing. I don't think WWE got a backup plan.
Well, there's a rumors about Braun Strowman, not Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker, supposed to
Mm-hmm.
come up from SummerSlam to the main roster after SummerSlam. If
Mm-hmm.
that if that's the case, then cool, great. But then you got Roman Reigns. So my thing is, what's going to happen after the WWE World Heavyweight Championship crown? Are you going to treat that title as a secondary like you did back in the Ruthless Aggression era? And if people don't believe me, look at all the main events from '03 to probably '09. Which title closed the show on one of those double shows? WWE
Most,
Championship.
I was
Eh,
gonna say mostly the damn heavyweight title because of who had the belt.
yeah, until Batista and John Cena, you see them two switch
Yeah.
over before the show become Klebo.
Mm-hmm.
But but this one for the WWE Championship and Roman Reigns, oh, of course, the undisputed Universal Championship, so the guy give, and we can't wait until next year. I'm not gonna wait for next year. No, nobody else gonna wait till next year. And if they're gonna keep doing this, I'm gonna say this right now. They're gonna treat the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as their main prize because all the people on Raw is gonna for that title.
Mm-hmm.
And now at that, keep your eyes out keep your eyes out for the Money in the Bank. Because I said all the losers in the tournament most likely be in the Money in the Bank, and whoever cash in on the World Heavyweight Championship and not the WWE undisputed championship, they got a plan for Roman. If the plan is still stick with Roman, you got other person try to go for that title,
I,
and his
I'm
name
gonna
is American Djibouti.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I actually said this to you. They gonna go with the story that they couldn't do last year. Cody is supposed to have been the one to win Money in the Bank. And that's why Austin Theory had that shit for so long because he was not the one that's supposed to win last year. They had no plans for him to have that damn thing, and that's why one thing even though it was like, why did he say that? Why did he do that situation? I kind of agree with him on what he said. He said that was like it was holding him back because you didn't have nothing for him. You just put it on him, and y'all thought, oh, the fans go and embrace him because he had to win the bank. No, he ain't Dolph Ziggler. When y'all did it to Dolph Ziggler, he's nowhere near Dolph Ziggler. So
He got potential, and plus there's so many opportunity for him to cash in on the WWE Championship, so you can save all the trouble.
no,
Because
no,
if
no,
you
no,
would
no,
cash in, there won't be no World Heavyweight Championship.
no. He has potential now. Before then, he was still Vince McMahon's boy taking those goofy ass selfies. Once he let go of that damn briefcase, start growing his man beard, and start having some damn cojones, look what he's doing now. He's playing his role right. He's like the one of the most hated champions in the company. He's that guy. That if that guy would have came out from the get go, I would agree with you on that. But no, we didn't get that guy. We had to get oh Mr. McMahon's boy, all other shit, whatever. But my thing is this: Cody Cody's supposed to win the Money in the Bank, and if he's smart, which I'm gonna say he is, and say some give some ideas, it'd be only right for him to cash it in on Roman. Cause I'm sorry, I know everybody laugh at when he says this shit. Oh, I need to finish my even Edge made a joke out of it, that little video he made. I want to finish my story. Well, your story has nothing to do with that new title. Your story has to do with one of those titles that Roman got. And if you were smart, I don't know. I don't know when Roman comes back and say acknowledge me when he got his street clothes on. I do a CM Punk. I beat him in his street clothes and take the belt. And you go home and play with your twins and stuff like that. Because if you go after that world heavyweight title, as everybody said, and they said it last night, that what the bloodline thought it was a consolation prize. Did you see how Roman looked at that belt when he walked
Yes,
out and he looked
yes.
at like it didn't look like he won. He was like, whatever. That's not that's. But if he had those two belts, he'd want that damn belt. But I just
But wait
I
a
don't.
minute, we did spot that Jimmy and Paul look at that belt.
Right. That's when they was coming out. Paul was looking at it because if it's not Roman, who do you think can get that belt?
It
Come
can't be
on.
Solo.
Why the hell not?
It's too early.
This WWE we talking about.
Ah, shit, you're right. But
So that,
but
I
but
say this,
but,
this WWE we talking about now. Shit,
but
I mean,
you
think
know,
about this. Think about their history when you say that. Sheamus got the belt once he left ECW. That's not Jack Swagger got the belt once he left. They don't give if you're hot, and which they made Solo. Gotta give them that respect. They made Solo a beast. I mean, Solo looked like a mixture of his daddy and his uncle in one body. Well, he don't wear a thong, but damn it, he act like Rikishi sometimes. But he definitely fucking Umaga with that damn spike and that prime was all that shit. You know,
yeah,
I,
he lived to his matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie. From NXT, he was a street champ in NXT.
mm-hmm,
Now he's a bloodline solo, and his character, one of the best development character I've seen from NXT for
right,
a very long time, since Nakamura.
right. I'll tell you this right now. This is why when I say the Samoans or Tongans are bred for the wrestling business, they know what to do. And they know how to fucking change up their characters and up out of nowhere. I mean, they're the only people I know that could play a Tongan, a Mexican, and a goddamn a dude from the streets of Philadelphia.
Ah,
I mean, it's crazy, but that's why with this World Heavyweight title. First of all, let me say this: congratulations.
yep,
Oh,
sorry.
what the hell? I hear
I
your
was checking. I
voice.
was checking that my comment, but go ahead.
Oh, what the was first of all, let's say this. Shout out to Seth Rollins and shout out to AJ Styles. They made sure this is gonna be for this World Heavyweight title. It's gonna be two people that can make this title, make this, make this seem like it's a title to fight for. AJ Styles with his pedigree, Seth Rollins working his ass off with his pedigree. I would have thought Bobby Lashley, but I guess Seth Rollins. I did put Seth Rollins as one of my three, and it got to be Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, AJ Styles, you just came back from injury, but it got to be Seth Rollins with that belt. It got
And
to.
this, and I thought about. I'm gonna read all the comments and then I'm gonna get back about to say. So shout out to my homie Brian Sutton. He said was good fam. Facts. Chris Harrison was up. He said, remember when they had WCW Gold Belt was the secondary?
Mm-hmm.
He also said almost win Money in the Bank.
No.
Uh, you know what? I would love to see him be a monstrous babyface because he was so cool outside from pro wrestling.
Yeah, he is. He
He
is.
we need a monster babyface, not the Big Show, but more like the 1995 Diesel babyface.
Well,
If he give us that, sure
I.
enough, a champion.
Mm. You know what? I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. He did a good job at Backlash with Seth
Hmm.
Rollins, but I don't think as cool as he is outside of the business, I don't think people would gravitate to him as a face because I'm sorry, that dude would scare everybody if he walked the streets and you didn't know who he was. You know how they say about a regular black dude walking the streets, he look like he's dangerous. I'm just gonna go across the street here. I don't know. That dude just walking the street. I'm walking across the street. He looked like he could palm my whole head with one hand. I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking with him. He like he had a bad day. He's like his toilet don't work. I ain't fucking with him. So I get what you're saying, but And the comment of him winning Money in the Bank. If he's on the Money in the Bank match, he's just there for spot moves.
But
Yeah, wearing spot moves. Because honestly, he could just step the ladder like the second rung and probably grab that damn briefcase his tall ass. God damn it! But he's just there for spot moments, and everybody do their finisher on them, and then toss some ladders on so he won't get up on time. You know, some shit they do for the biggest guy in the match, the biggest monster in the match. If he's on the Money in the Bank,
that's a big if.
yeah,
Um,
that's a big if.
you say go BK with the way uh Cody will cash in and lose. Oh God, I hope not.
No,
Um,
that's one thing I think we don't want because we don't want him to lose on the cashing because then I mean that how many times can you go devalue the Money in the Bank because of what happened last year?
yeah, and the year before that with Otis. Well, no, the year before that with
Miz.
Miss,
Yeah,
and
because
that was
Miz took it from Otis, then he cashed it in on Drew, and then was that last year or was that the year before? But he
same
cashed
year
it
as
in on
Moose
Drew.
one.
Yeah, so no. I rather I think as much people is tired of or don't agree with Cody. You know, if Cody do win the Money in the Bank, he got to win the title. And I'll tell you how he should do it. Not in the baby face mode. He should turn heel doing it. Because the best thing you could do is desperation. It's desperation. Stone Cold did it, even though we did not like the heel run. But when someone said they need to finish their story, you got to finish that story by any means necessary.
Mm,
Because it's the way you did it, the way you was doing it was not working. You lost at WrestleMania. It didn't work. So now you have no choice but to do it in the most heelish way possible.
I will say right now, if he did turn heel, become the super villain, the Bullet Club, Cody,
I would love it.
I
I would love it.
will. I'm gonna say on the record, and we see the Bullet Club Cody Road, the AEW Cody Road.
Ring of Honor Cody Road, New Japan Cody Road with the fucking ring or the Ring of Honor ring and the fur coat, and have
If
Brandon
if
come
if
out with you.
if he does that, I will say I will forgive him like I forgive Lil Wayne when Juve left Cash Money.
Mm, mm.
Because back then I disliked Lil Wayne. I'm a huge Juvenile fan. To this day, 400 Degrees was the greatest album of all time. Don't debate me. But
I would love it.
Cody Rhodes, we need that fur coat. Bring his dog. Bring his the black bitch wife. He
Hey,
need he. And she said it. If he bring that to WWE, all furred out, got the championship, and the fans boo him, and he got that Cash Money picture on a shirt. I'ma say it's on the record. I will buy Cody's shirt, and I said I forgave him because he brings something that we wanted from AEW.
mm,
Yes, you seen the Thursday Jack came out where he came through the WrestleMania.
we all saw Thirsty Jack come out when he came.
Yeah, yes, yes. But if we see the super villain Cody, we see the fur coat, we see this heelish Cody, and get that same nuclear heat, same levels as Dominic Mysterio, then you win me over.
Let
Cause
me just say this right now.
that should have been it at AEW.
Let me
But
just say
you
this right now. We are not going to see Cody get that dominant heat. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, we could have saw it years ago. The WWE was done right when he turned on his father and let Randy Orton RKO the Dusty Rhodes. But we're not going to see that kind of heat. That's a whole different heat because you got some people saying, "Oh, that's go home heat." That is not go home heat because that little motherfucker get entertaining now. I mean, don't act like we all did see Raw when fucking Rhea said mommy's on top and that nigga made that face and we was like, yeah, boy, yeah, you that dude. Of course, Buddy got on Twitter like, yeah, well, you better watch what you doing, boy. I come. you know.
And you know what? Okay, and I'm gonna read one more comment. Then I'm gonna talk about Dominic. I'm about to say gone. I'm about to call him Dominic Toretto. Dominic Mysterio. He's
That's blasphemous, sir.
I know by the ending. One word, Hobbs. But anyway,
What?
he's Chris said
I
he
knew it.
saw.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Wait,
Fucker.
I'm gonna talk about that. He's Chris said he saw the WWE Shop version. Shake my head. SmackDown. Facts by for Brian. Where's Jacob at? Jacob.
Part two.
I, we don't need Jacob at two. Japanese Sumo 2019 rematch. The only one black champion at a time.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. Wow. Wait. Wow. Mm. I want to talk about that for a minute.
okay, let's go
Wow.
for it.
I'm going to talk about because that was bullshit last night. That was bullshit last night. And the fact that y'all going to pretty much give a WrestleMania rematch. That's what's going to happen.
Oscar and Bianca Belair.
Yeah, this time we're going to have a heel Oscar. But that was bullshit last night. Y'all finally
Yeah.
acknowledge. Y'all finally acknowledge that she's the longest reigning in modern day time women's champion, surpassing Trish,
Hmm.
surpassing Becky Lynch, and you let Oscar come out, who's been teasing that miss for the whole damn time since the beginning of the wrestling storyline. She didn't do it, and now she's gonna do it at the celebration. You could have gave her 10 minutes, 10 10 minutes to acknowledge the fans, acknowledge her family right there. Then Oscar could have came on, act like she was going to say, "Congratulations, you beat me on your last title run, title reign." I think she had a match after that, but anyway,
Yeah.
and then hit her with the miss. No, that girl didn't even say one word, one word, and
That's low key disrespectful.
low key disrespectful. Like, yo, Rhea Ripley, who just won the title, gets to have a nice promo on Raw. No, we making memes of it, the mommy's on top, all that shit. This girl come out celebrating the longest title reign of all the champions except for Roman Reigns, and she get missed within like 2 minutes. I'm sorry, I was kind of pissed off. And no, it's not and before anybody thinks it's a race thing, no, it's not a race thing. It's a respect thing. Y'all let Roman come out and stroll his ass out for fucking damn. He act like he the Undertaker taking his time to the goddamn ring, and then Knoxville acknowledge me. I mean, goddamn, it would have been cool if someone came out and acknowledge spit in his face. All right, then I would shut the fuck up.
No,
No,
he is coming down South Carolina this next Friday. So,
so y'all boo him. So y'all boo
eh,
him.
oh no,
But
we ain't gonna
no,
boo him as long he don't disrespect the Carolina Panthers and Gamecock. He all right. But
you don't need it. Well, hold on. I take. Excuse me. I take that back. Let's see. He didn't go disrespect the Gamecocks. He probably disrespect Clemson because he's an ACC guy and he's from Georgia Tech, so he
that's
might go there. He might go there. But
where we might end up cheering for that because we don't like Clemson.
I know. I actually was at Sumter and I was at a shop where it was orange on this side and it was crimson. I stay in the middle like if I move over here, what's gonna happen? Or if I go over here, what's gonna happen?
Be
So
be that scene from Color. Yeah. What's up, Crimson? Pow. But anyway,
yeah, I don't want that. I don't want no problems. I want no problems. No problem. I've been to 3 towns where I had the Civil War right in the middle. I was like, oh, get the fuck out. I want no problems. So, but yeah. I mean, all right, we would go with Dom, and then we get to our next generation conversation.
oh yes. Okay, so Brian, he said true. Chris, politics, Vince, token puppets. Almost versus Ray. Two sweet guys. Bless us, Ja. And our thoughts, homie. Or, of course, Ja.
Well, you know what? If Josh on here, let me just say this. Let me plug this for him. Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. We'll be back tonight. Check it out. Right to us. Please do. That man needs all our support, and we're gonna give it to him. So now
Yes.
let's go with what we talking about, new next generation, or we still talking
Yes.
about?
We
Mm.
if we're gonna talk about new generation and then later on WCW sold out. Wanna
Mm.
move. But let's talk about new generation era. We both watched the top 10 reason why the new generation was beloved. One of the worst era, but the low key one was love era.
Mm. Mm.
And it was much respect to what culture wrestling.
Yeah.
And I watched all 10 reason. And let me tell you something. I watched that's the most era I watched. I watched that era on Peacock, or should I say WWE Network, more than I watched the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Really.
Yes, because that's the era I watched when I was a little kid. I watched the 96 and
Yeah.
96, 96, 97, 98, 99.
Mhm.
But 94, 95, 96, the three-peat, those were the best year on in those eras. 96 was great. I ain't gonna lie, 96 was great, but 94, 95. And not only that, the outside the realms of the generation era, we're talking about, video games, in which I do right now for my content. And not only that, the story, the characters. If I could compare the new generation era to a certain company, I compare it to Impact Wrestling because both got great characters, both got good, clear, direct storyline, and they're both rotate main events. Now, are they perfect? No, they're not perfect at all. However, the era you always appreciate. It's kind of like you always appreciate the Chicago Bulls era. But for this one, you could go back, you look back, you enjoy all the match. Yes, the character is colorful. Yes, the character based off a job occupation. I say the most fun loving era, and you could go back and rewatch it over and over again. I just got done watching SummerSlam when Diesel fought King Mabel, the same place where they had Dean Douglas
Mm.
fought Razor Ramon. Good Lord, Dean Douglas. But and not only that, the titles. The WWF Championship was important. The Intercontinental Championship
Oh,
was important. The Tag Team title was important. Even the Women title was important. Everybody,
do that.
everybody played their part. Everybody, steps up. And and plus, it was. I would not use the words innocent. I'm about to say innocent, but behind the scene, not so much.
Well, that's what I'm gonna get to
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
just like, can you imagine if today's wrestling fans did not know about the backstage stuff or other stuff? That's what the new generation was. Excuse me. We didn't know about the backstage politics. We just woke up every Saturday morning, got our cereal, watched some cartoons, and then when 11 o'clock hit, we're watching Superstars or we're watching Wrestling Challenge and blah blah. And then we get to the their version of Saturday Night Main Event, and then we got the pay per views, which they didn't have that many at the time. They didn't have that many at the time, but thanks to WCW, that's when In Your Houses came out, which was like around 95, 96. I the one thing, and I watched it. I kept watching, even though they was getting their ass whooped by Nitro. I still watched WWE, and I'm gonna say that because the next generation was not called WWE, it was WF. Motherfuckers, get you straight. So, but what nobody don't want to give the next generation their props at is this was the stepping stone to the Attitude Era.
Yes,
Every star that happened in the Era did not start that way in the next generation. Y'all know the Rock. Rock came out looking like a fucking goddamn pinata in the next generation with his pineapple head and these damn riffles and shit he had in some on Survivor Series. Uh, Triple H. No, the guy you saw in Action. No, we got the blue blood in the new generation era, and he was doing his little passy bow and everything else to be uncivilized. That's what we got. When you talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin, no. If you was a fan of Steve Austin, you'd know him as Stunning Steve Austin. But in the new generation, he was the fucking ringmaster. So everybody
Yes.
that y'all cheered for the Attitude Era had a start in the new generation. Undertaker was always Undertaker, but he got more dark in the Attitude Era. But before then, this dude wore either gray, and you made him real mad. He wore purple, and he went from a mullet to straight hair. And the goddamn it, he made his urn into a goddamn chain. And then all he had to do was fucking piss him off enough. This motherfucker think he Batman flying out Madison Square Garden. All right. So
Yes.
what I'm saying is this: all the guys y'all cheer for the Attitude Era, including don't piss me off. Jeff Jarrett, he was a country. I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight. Yes, he was in the new generation. Road Dogg was
Mhm.
Rhodey before he was. Billy Gunn was Billy Gunn, but he was a fucking smoking gun. He was part of the tag team. Everything you cheer for in the Attitude Era started in the new generation, and even the beginning to the end of the new generation was the Attitude Era. Bret Hart was part of that. And Bret Hart was kissing babies in the new generation era. When the Attitude Era started coming, he said, fuck America. So it's everything, everybody had to change their character and make it a little close to them for the Attitude Era. But it was always there because their wrestling was bar none perfect. Razor Ramon, Diesel, 1, 2, 3 Kid. The names could go on and on. Even the guys from the old golden age try to come back in the next generation. King Kong Bundy,
Bam Bam
Nikita,
Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow, Nikita Cole, not Nikita Koloff, Nikolai Volkov, um, came back. It's the new generation, and what's most important about the new generation that people got to remember is the reason why they was the new generation because they had to get rid of all the old fogies that went to WCW and played politics. See, again, something that we did not know. We just thought, okay, they want some new guys, and the old guys can go to WCW where the big boys get old and play with each other. But that's another story for another time. I love the new generation. I loved it. I still loved it. Yes, even though they're getting their ass whooped and I was doing the flip channels like everybody else, but I still love the new generation because they did something that WCW at the time was not doing. They was not making new stars. I just
No.
named a whole bunch of stars that started in the new generation and became legendary, you know. And like you said, outside of wrestling, they were still making noise. The one thing about that countdown, I think me and you about to really go into this one, was the video games.
Yes.
Wrestling video games, it was only one horse in town. Let me tell you this right now. WCW did have a game. It was called NWA something for Nintendo. It was not good.
Mm,
It was not good. It was not good at all. Not good. So,
no.
but, but WF has always been the video game era. But I'm gonna say this: that game WrestleMania for Nintendo that sucked balls. Until
Well, I got some Nintendo.
watch this, watch this. Until they made WrestleMania the second one, which had Andre the Giant, Ultimate War, all the rest of the characters, because they only had like 8 characters in WrestleMania, and you could double game it
Mm,
and have Hulk Hogan wearing red tights and yellow boots. I mean, not red. Yeah, all right, red tights,
yep.
yellow knee pads, and red boots and something like that. So but this one was better, and it got better. It got better than Sega Genesis came along, so Nintendo came along, and they had Raw, they had Royal Rumble and stuff like that. And then it got better. It had WrestleMania, the arcade game,
In your house.
in your house, and they started doing more combat style. I was like, oh,
Eh,
which made the next gen, which was PlayStation, which that means Wrestle a Warzone, and that's what WCW said. We gotta get this. They kicking our ass in the video games part. We kicking their ass in the ratings with the video games. God damn, they kicking our ass. Like because
mm.
Thunder and Nitro suck balls.
Oh God.
I played it, but it sucked balls until they to Nintendo. Not Super Nintendo 64. That's what
For
Key asked. THQ said, no, 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 we got y'all. And that's when WWE had to follow up. So video games that we still play today as grown ass men, I don't care. Judge me if you want. I'm married. So shut up. and,
and I got a boyfriend.
and my wife playing a video game right now. So shut up. you know,
And
and,
yes, and I'm kicking ass in Call of Duty.
and you go.
New content.
So listen. So wrestling helped out in the video game genre. And then this is where I'm going to state this because um talking to Booker T, not Booker T, Steve Ray. This is where shit changed because wrestling became a pop culture. What that
Hmm.
what that war did was get everybody's attention. Like how, like those that was in Monday Night Football was like, how the fuck are we losing to wrestling? You know, stuff like that. So the next generation, they had to get their ass whooped in the ratings anyway. But they had classic matches. Those, like we can name names. We can name 1, 2, 3 kid against Bret Hart on Monday Night Raw for the WWF title. Of
Bret
course,
Hart versus Hukashi.
yes, in your house. You got the King of the Ring tournament, the rematch of all rematches, Mr. Perfect against Bret Hart. Owen Hart winning the King of the Ring. Like I said, Razor Ramon against Diesel. Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels ladder match 1 and 2.
Hmm.
This all happened in the new generation. If people didn't know, they thought it happened in the Attitude Era. No, this happened in the new generation era. Shawn Michaels winning the Royal Rumble, throwing out fucking Yokozuna and Vader at the same time. His small ass did it. Yeah, his small ass did it.
Yeah.
No, Undertaker, Undertaker winning the title at WrestleMania 12, no 13, 13, excuse me,
13, 13. Sid vicious.
13, which was historic. Stone Cold, the early days of Stone Cold Steve Austin, which made him a star, was in the new generation era. The double turn, WrestleMania 13. They was not added to that summer. To that summer, they did not become added to. So it's mind boggling as everybody shits on the new generation era, but some of the best matches that they had happened in the new generation era. You know,
Yes. And everybody got their shine. And plus there was no supporting cast. Like everybody come together as one.
no,
And I could compare that to AEW.
no. It was
Just
supporting cast. It was supporting cast. But that's what I mean. But it was supporting cast, but everybody mindset was I'm a main eventer.
mm,
Like if you're going at the Intercontinental title, that's the bait. That's the belt in the mid card. That would be before everybody say this, in the new generation era, the Intercontinental title main evented a couple pay per views, by the way, which
that's
also
true.
was in SummerSlam '92.
Versus Bulldog and Bret Hart.
Bret Hart '92. Last time it was in Wimbledon, and shout out again. I'm gonna say this again. Shout out to AEW 70,000 going strong. So um, it was going, and this is why I say about Vince McMahon. As much as we shit on him now, Vince cannot do no wrong back then.
No.
No wrong. Vince could not do no wrong. He made the most gambles of gambles by shipping off Hulk Hogan, by letting Macho Man go, by letting all these guys that felt like, oh, he really passed up like the Kurt Hennings, like the IRSs and the Nasty Boys and all these guys he let go to WCW. He risked his business on these guys that was mostly mid-carders, and they became legendary. You know, it was exception Undertaker. Undertaker, he just used Undertaker to be the gatekeeper for some reason. And you look at Undertaker's old matches and superstars, he was all moving slow and zombie this shit. And his
And
best match was against Bret Hart, Royal Rumble '95.
oh yes, that's where Diesel cost Undertaker the championship.
Right. Undertaker showed that he could go. They didn't think Undertaker could go with Bret Hart, but he went with Bret Hart not once but twice. So I mean, this is the new generation era. It is a fucking, as they say, the worst era was secretly we love. Fuck, it's not the worst era. The worst era is the fucking golden era,
Ooh.
and I stand by that on record. Why? Because Hogan, as I didn't know I was a kid, but thanks to you people in the WWE for giving us all this backstage stuff, Hogan was a fucking mess. Hogan killed. like, go back to the Hall of Fame. I think it was WrestleMania 21. Go back to the Hall of Fame and see all the people that's in the Hall of Fame with Hogan. He beat
Mhm. Oh God.
Paul Orndorff, Iron Sheik, Roddy Piper. Well, he didn't beat Roddy. Roddy was smart. He's like, you gonna worry about the disqualification? You ain't gonna pin me. But Roddy Piper, come on,
Mm.
all these people that he put that's in the Hall of Fame with him, he beat. He held them down. They had to go somewhere else to get their shine.
Just like we see right now with Roman Reigns.
Like you gotta understand. You gotta understand. That's why I said that was the worst era that we didn't know of.
Right,
Why
right,
we
right.
love it? Why we love it? Why do we love that golden era? Because one, nobody was not talking about wrestling like we talking about wrestling back then.
Nope.
I mean, once the new generation came, everybody started coming out the closet. So like, oh, did you see that match? And like I said, around that time, that's when WWF and WCW was going to war. It became pop culture. The shirts was everywhere. The NWO shirts, the Austin 316 shirts, the DX shirts, DDP, blah 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 blah. And it started going on fucking TVs and shit. Everybody doing the sucking chops and the football game all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know the without the new generation, we could have been stuck on Hulk Hogan ripping his shirt and shit. If they didn't step on Hulk Hogan's ass in King of the Ring '93
Yeah, the first one, the first King of the
and
Ring.
right and burned his ass with a fucking Fuji camera. And Bret Hart didn't win King of the Ring. I'm putting all this out here because everybody, you know me, you're a friend of me on Facebook. You know, every time I go to Florida, I gotta go to fucking Hogan's Beach and take a picture next to his statue because that was part of my childhood. That was part of what I grew up between him and Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen. That's what got me into really into wrestling. Then the AWA and all that stuff. I saw a ring, I was watching it because I thought it was I thought everything was WF or NWA. I know. So
Be Usain Bolt because if I see the ring, I'm watching it. It's
right,
Japan, WCW, ECW.
exactly.
It is in the ring. I'm watching it. And Shawn Michael was my first hero. Well, Shawn Michael and Ahmed Johnson and the Undertaker.
You
Those
the
my hero
fucking army.
because when I saw them, they were. Don't what we not gonna do? We ain't gonna disrespect our national treasure. But
We are
but
not calling him a national treasure on here. We're not.
just to hear me, he's a black man who made the gold intercontinental championship
He did not
prestige.
make the gold in contest.
He
Gold dust with gold in
Yeah,
contest. He
Goldust did.
beat
Yes,
Gold Dust. And he,
yes, he did. But
and he
guess
was
what?
too lazy.
The
He was too
black
lazy.
man,
He was too lazy to change the damn strap.
he
That's
don't
why.
do it. Okay, we're going to debate this right now. Challenge.
Oh,
He made that
I
time
can't throw a
prestige.
flag if I can eat a pizza though.
Eh, eh, okay, that's the first. But anyway, like I was saying, I was saying though, he made that title of prestige with the gold intercontinental championship. That's the first title right before the tape I see. That title should stay like that. Because
Right.
the Gold Intercontinental Championship was beautiful. Think about it.
It only like that if Gold Dust has it. And I'm kind of mad that he had turned the Intercontinental title when he won it for the third time in the Attitude Era. I thought he was gonna turn that shit gold. I was like, oh shit, the gold shit, and he didn't do it because he lost the Road Dog real quick. But that ain't the point.
Oh God.
That ain't the point because it's sad because I liked Ahmed back then. Like you said, a black man going in by slamming Yokozuna again. Another new generation. Just letting you
Hmm.
know, another new generation thing we're talking about. I see how we stand point. We playing around.
Yes.
Ahmed Johnson came in, didn't know who the fuck he was. Dude had 8,000 knee pads on his legs, and came in and body slammed Yokozuna. I kind of felt like that kid that saw Ron Simmons become World Heavyweight Champion. Like, all right, we got someone to cheer for. Woo! And he was on fire. I'm not gonna lie, he was on fire. And the fact that he was the first black Intercontinental Champion, that goes on record. I'm not shitting on that. But when I find out that this man, I'm gonna say this on Mother's Day Eve. This man trying to hit on my mother-in-law. I got some shit to say. Nikki, am I
Oh,
lying? I'm in
wait,
Jackson
wait.
trying to talk
Whoa,
to your
whoa,
mama.
stop. Whoa.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
so you almost had Almond Johnson for part of your family.
Can you imagine the arguments we would have got into? Hey, Big T. Yeah, I remember that bullshit. Big T. Get that shot your mouth. I will argue with him because he can't catch me. So anyway,
Yeah, oh wow, what's damn? Oh wait, now who's a damn running now?
I ain't gonna lie. Shit, if I go whoop his ass, I need a weapon. I got a Kindle stick, but it ain't gonna work because he might break it. So that's another thing. But I'm not gonna show that he's the first black Intercontinental champion. If y'all don't think, if y'all think I'm lying, go look it up. He's the first black Intercontinental champion. But then he started getting these injuries, and he's supposed to have been the damn WWF champion. As we found out later down the road, he got injured,
Yeah,
and then
post face Undertaker at King of the Ring '97.
his head got big. And the fucked up part about that is when your head get big, you got big at the wrong time. Why? And now he on these shoot interviews, make himself even look even. I guess he looked worse than what he already was. He already got accused of stealing the Road Warrior shoulder pads, and
Oh yeah.
he was saying that Hulk gave it to him. Animal said no, the fuck he didn't. God rest his soul, Animal and Hulk. But
Oh
then
yes.
you got the nerve to go on these damn shits and call Stone Cold Steve Austin a racist because he did not want to work with you because you was his eyes was unsafe. And the fact that you got, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you taking that from Mark Henry?" No, but if Mark Henry could go after Michael P.S. Hayes and damn near kill him for the shit he's about to have this man go out on TV and call himself a silverback gorilla, and only he did it because Vince said, "Either you do it or you fired." That man got kids. He said, "All right, you got this one, but I'm gonna fuck you up when I come back." So you think Stone Cold was gonna go by fucking Mark Henry? Or anybody, Ron Simmons, who takes that very to heart from Florida. Everybody know once you get past that Dixie line, the darker you is, the harder it is. So we're talking about Florida, who still got the KKK strong down there. And how you gonna call this man? That's why I had to start looking up Ahmed from Houston, Texas, the man with the silicones in his arms. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna, in
You,
fact, the next time I talk to fucking Booker T, not on Stevie Ray, I'm gonna ask him about that. Yo, tell me the story about Ahmed Johnson's silicone arms. I need to hold the whole story.
you know what? Y'all guys gotta invite me because I would love to talk to Stevie Ray. Goddamn it, I would love to talk to them. Y'all always cut me out, cut out the middleman. Goddamn it. But anyway,
I get invited. I just say yes, yeah, I'm there, I'm there. But that's so, and we're still on the new generation because I'm not, like I said, I'm not shitting on what he means in history. He is the first black incarnate chain. He could have been bigger if he would have kept himself safe and didn't get big headed. He could have been the first black WWF champion. It was in the books. He was supposed to beat the Undertaker, and he got big headed. Thought he was gonna come back. They turned him. He was already with the Nation. You see what happened there. As soon as he came back, they took him out. And
yeah,
and then after they took him out, he got injured again.
it was
Oh man!
unfortunate.
I
And,
mean, it's again. This is us back then. We don't know what the hell's going on in the back. We never gave a damn about. We never gave a damn about what's going on. We never gave a damn about the behind the scenes of wrestling. Whatever's
and
in front of us, we loved it.
and this is where I don't know who said the Booker T or Stevie Ray. I think Booker T. He said it's like this is where we supposed to turn our brain off and enjoy wrestling. Yes, we enjoy wrestling, but our brain was turned off because they didn't give us the information behind the scene. But now, and with social media, our brains is turned all the way up, and we still enjoy wrestling that we select.
Yeah,
Back then,
yeah.
when WWF, we got WWF, WCW, ECW, and you live in a certain city, you can watch the local station of local professional wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
or ECW if you find where you at the upper state or somewhere, or even NWA. But those three big company, well, two, WWF, WCW, and ECW.
You said ECW is big. You can say that because I'll tell you right now, today, 2023. we still chant ECW. We still chant. If we see if you in Impact, you see Tommy Dreamer and Bubba Ray doing a street fight, you saying ECW. If you see Rob Van Dam come out, have his fucking damn draft card upside down, that's ECW. You cheering ECW. Hell, when Taz come out to broadcast, you're cheering ECW and AEW. You know, it was the fact that Eric Bischoff can't take it, that you know Raw and Nitro was 1A, 1B, and we all consider ECW as number two. Get off your high horse, Eric Bischoff, because you know it was there because you went and took their talent.
And you know what's fucked up? Nobody in professional wrestling history, nobody chant WCW. Nobody chant WCW. We hear ECW, Too Sweet, but we never hear the chant WCW, WCW.
You know what? You gonna make me. I can't wait. Now, when we go to the next show, we go to when we go to a Raw show. Are you hearing me? When we go to a Raw or SmackDown, whatever house show, we gonna chant WCW. See, she even said, "Oh God, we gonna chant WCW." I'm gonna bring the big gold belt with me too. We in WCW country. We are in Horseman country. So yes, you in Horseman country too. So you gotta chant WCW. That's right. That's
I
right.
got I got LWO t-shirts. I might chant LWO.
Man, you have somebody come in and try. Hey, you gotta take that off. Huh? You gotta take that off. What do you mean?
Try pull the Andre Giant WrestleMania 3 shit. Oh man, I'm a. Oh, is his shirt flapping there? Motherfucker, my shirt.
Those are fighting words. Boy, you rip a damn $25-$30 shirt. We fighting for real. Fuck this.
Two black dudes fight each other with LWO t-shirt.
That's history right there. That's history. Your
Fuck
t-shirt
it.
is the first. Your t-shirt is the same equation of a Latino chick.
Yes. And
Yeah.
no Craig Creel new t-shirt. AWO. Africa World Order. I wait for that shit to come out. AWO Africa World Order. We need that shit.
Don't make me. I swear to God. I swear to
Only
God.
only is Swahili, not Swahili. What the shit? Kuta color.
Oh God, no. Mm-mm.
Kuta color.
And that's the end of this subject. God damn it.
Oh come on, Kuta color with. Oh shit. Not, well, damn, what's the color for Africa shit? Not Africa shit. Damn, I'm turning heel.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
turn here, all right.
Help me.
You turn here. I'm gonna start bullying your ass. You don't even know the damn color after and shit. Oh, you can't talk.
Yeah, I go to nice one. I go to Jonathan. I watch on Netflix. Oh, speaking of Jonathan, not Jonathan. Shit. Speaking of dope shit, NWO. They had some dope shit.
Yes. Yeah, I
The only
remember
thing that's dope is a motorcycle. That's it. That's the only thing that's dope.
You know what? We're sticking around the new generation era. We we gotta think. Excuse me. We gotta think WCW. We gonna keep it real 100. If
Yeah.
it wasn't for WCW, um, actually stepping their game up for their nonsense they used to do. Not to say WCW never had no classic matches either, but some of the nonsense they had, if they didn't step their game up and start kicking WWE ass and bringing up their guys that still has name power, star power, we wouldn't see that the new generation step up in their matches. And then and think about it, I'm not. I think the what broke the camel's back. What broke the camel's back was Royal Rumble, Alamo Dome.
Ooh.
They had record numbers, but was anybody talking about those record numbers? No, they
Mm-mm.
was they was not even talking about Shawn Michaels winning the damn title back. They was talking about Monday Nitro. Monday Nitro was in Atlanta. Oh, sorry, not Atlanta. On the Superdome, New Orleans,
Corporate.
and outdid WWE on a regular TV show. So you gotta give love to WCW. You know, we joked and said no one don't cheer them, but at the same time, you gotta think what we in an era where WWE controlled the narrative of what WCW was back then. If you was lucky enough to watch WCW back then and see that they actually was good for wrestling and brought the best out of WWF. That's why I like AEW even more, not because it's what everybody like. You know, that's some people like, oh, you just like it because everybody else like it. You just don't like WWF because everybody else don't like. No, I like common sense. So, and AEW coming back, it reminds me of when WCW used to kick their ass, and WWF had to fucking step their game up. But see, WWF is so big right now, they think everybody's below them. They don't care. They're not they're public now. They're you know. But this was private owned WWF. Oh, I guarantee you, they would have been listening to us, and they would have changed their game up. But you got to listen to the board now. You got to worry about your sponsors. You got to worry about, oh, whose feelings can I not hurt so I can stay on next week? Type shit. I that's my only thing in the history of WWE of what I think was their worst ever mistake. Worse, even though it made them more money than. Well, listen, always it's a nice statement. We should take heed to having a lot of money still not enough money because you're never rich in this world. You can say I'm well, I'm wealthy. That's a good. I'm wealthy. I'm not rich. You know.
You know who said it? I think it was Chris Rock who said it the best. Between wealthy and rich,
Mm.
Shaq is rich. The guy who owned Walmart, that's wealthy. So so with that being said, like yeah, like just because you have a lot of money, it doesn't mean you
Oh,
don't know what you're going to do.
switch that around. Switch that around. He said Shaq is wealthy. The guy that owns Walmart is rich.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's the truth. That's the truth because I mean, let's put this in before the new generation actor before they became public, the business was still booming.
Hmm.
They was all right. I just think I just think that right now, if we comparing new generation attitude to today, it's a whole different monster because we know too much. We know too much. Social media, like you said earlier, social media. The wrestlers are communicating with us. They're not
Hmm.
hiding nothing. And I think I just saw a comment that said that there it is. It said the WWE and other companies need input from the fans, like an outside eye. Yeah, they do,
Yeah,
but if we compare to years ago, you get, and you got to
I
put
like Brian Danielson.
right. You get what you get, and you like it. You either you like it, you don't. But guess what? You go talk about that match. You go. I mean, come on. Let's talk about. Let's put a match from the new generation that we know didn't make no damn lick of sense, but the match was good. I'm gonna go with this one.
Oh,
Um, Pretty much Jake the Snake
Hey,
Roberts. Yeah,
fellas.
there we go.
yeah,
Now we three rebels. Jake the
Yes.
Snake Roberts coming back in the new generation with that. What was the thing?
Revelations.
Revelations.
Revelation.
Revelations. We all know Jake was still getting drunk. We all
Yep.
know Jake was still drinking like a fucking goddamn sailor. But it's
Leave it
still
to Jerry Lawler to expose that one.
right. But it still was. We still watched it. We had no inputs on that, But today we got inputs on everything. We gotta say, listen, man, if you can't. That's why I don't compare eras because it don't make no sense to. It's a whole different era now. But we are so glad that Reese is here now. Can we
Yep.
talk about Sold Out, please?
Yes, we can.
Oh,
Yeah, by the way, just so you know, I was like kind of having y'all in the background so I can like kind of hear where y'all was saying throughout the show. I was doing while I was trying to get my ass home and whatnot. But yeah, I had to say first of all, real quick, Best of Super Juniors. I love this tournament every damn year, and yeah, I had to say like this year's already off to a banging ass start.
it's awesome. It's an awesome tournament. So
That's,
far,
Oh
that's
yeah,
so
hot and
far.
fast.
yeah. All right, yeah. Supercard redo this week, ladies and gentlemen, takes us to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and to the group who originally did Too Sweet before the Bullet Club, which, by the way, guys, happy 10-year anniversary today. Yep. I'm talking about, of course, the New World Order with the sold-out pay-per-view. Now, before we go to the redo, yep, it's a tone.
I already got something wrong with this already,
Yep.
and no one don't talk about it, but I'm gonna bring it up.
It's the women. It's
No,
That Eric Bischoff was on commentary?
no. Mm-mm. Why? Oh, why would you have that show come on the same weekend as the Super Bowl?
Ooh. Actually, yeah, that's right. It was the day before, wasn't it?
Yes, because at first they was gonna air it against the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and they changed the dates. And last minute, it was on a Saturday. But why would you? Not even the WWE in today's age, even back then, would never compete with the Super Bowl. AEW ain't that damn stupid. No one's stupid. Why would you? That's like, how about this? That's like if the World Series or the NBA Finals was one game.
Yep.
Why? You know you're gonna lose. That's all eyes. All eyes. See,
back in the day, we ain't had no DVR, so we gotta watch two TVs. Like me, two TVs. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
you had to be. There was no computers. There was no There was no laptops to bring in and all. There was no streaming.
Or no streaming. Yeah.
No.
No streaming. So you had to go. You couldn't flip channels because one was pay per view, and damn it, you go flip the channel on pay per view. You know your mother and father was like, hold up, I just paid $34.99. You gonna turn the channel?
Least.
So
Yeah.
at least $34.99 to watch this shit. You gonna turn the channel and see something else? You better watch this goddamn thing. No. So we had that. So they had to go to Saturday. That's one. Two, the show didn't start yet, and I still got something else to find. Iowa. That's the best effort you could go with is Iowa. WCW. Y'all was kicking Raw ass for 83 weeks. Probably was the midst of this.
Yes.
And all you gave Nitro Superdome, as I just mentioned. You gave Nitro the Georgia Dome. You gave Nitro the United Center, for God's sake. But you found for the NWO Iowa.
Oh, wait, remember this? Loser. City is loser. Coming down the ring. He like eat Krabby Patties.
Oh my God.
He eat too much Krabby Patties.
Oh my God. And we still didn't get to the show.
Yeah.
You must have knew this show was gonna be crap. That's why you already rolled in on garbage trucks.
I thought it was cool. Then I thought about like, nah, that's not a cool way to come in. See my truck, yes, but dump truck, no.
A semi truck, a Hummer, hell, a Rusev tank. You come to your show in a garbage truck. You knew this shit was not. Even do y'all listen to Eric Bischoff 83 Weeks podcast?
Yeah, on occasion I do.
Okay, so I didn't. I'm not gonna come on here and say I'm not gonna sound like I did. But my wife do, and she told me Eric Bischoff was embarrassed.
Oh,
there was not no damn. Well, yeah, he could use a monster truck, but no, they use garbage trucks. But Eric Bischoff said he was embarrassed.
Oh, considering how it went, I see why.
Now let's start the show.
Okay, so all right, so here's how this whole thing went down. All right, so the card was like this, of course, World Championship on the line. Hollywood Hulk Hogan defending against the Giant. We had a ladder match for the U.S. title as Eddie Guerrero would defend against Six. You had the Outsiders defending the tag team titles against the Steiner Brothers. Then we had Diamond Dallas Page taking on Scott Flash Norton. We had Scotty Riggs taking on Buff Bagwell. Masahiro Chono taking on Lionheart Chris Jericho.
Classic match.
We had Hugh Morris taking on Big Bubba Rogers. And, of course, Jeff Jarrett taking on Mr. Wall Street. That was the lineup. All right. The opening matchup was Jericho versus Chono.
Good
My
match.
hero.
Classic.
My hero Chono.
Like, you know,
That's how I
Yep.
pronounce it, people. My hero Chono was
Yep.
an NWO member. Still consider himself an NWO OG
Yep.
because he was the first from Japan.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
If I'm not mistaken, he did win that match.
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, most of the NWO won these, but we'll get to.
we're definitely gonna get to that one.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We're definitely that's another thing we got to change. But it made it, even though we might not like it, even if this happened today, oh my God, the internet would have went crazy. But I say the reason why I say I wouldn't change the results, I probably would have made a different or made a better match because it played within the story. NWO was there to take over. They took over.
Yep.
And then it was like the seed planted for later down the road, later down the year when they took over Nitro. You remember that episode?
Yep.
Mhm.
So it was already like the plant, the seed was planted. And that's, I'm not gonna disrespect that they didn't make money off this shit because their buy rates was actually good. As I learned from Wrestling with Regret, shout out to Wrestling Regret. They buy rates, the Hero buy rates was actually good, not bad, not great. But you remember, like I said, what was the weekend? It was Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
No one supposed to start spending their money on those pay per view. They want to get their snacks, get the cheer for Green Bay or New England, and see who's gonna win. Yeah, I remember the Super Bowl very well, very well. But
Well documented.
yeah, it's just, I think that's what it was. But my hero Chono, Chris Jericho. First of all, Chris Jericho was cruiserweight Chris Jericho. He was not the Ocho yet. He was not the demigod.
Y2J even.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. There was no. I think they just
The
Chris
Painmaker.
Chris just said what you said, Hill, about they had no theme, no interviews. They had the voiceovers and shit.
Yeah.
And shit. They really made it seem like the NWO was against WCW. They shit on WCW wrestlers all night. I love the best voiceover was the Giants. I'm sorry.
God.
They shit on Paul. They shit on you, Paul, and you just said. I mean, you understand he was young. I think he was like 24 at the time, 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was young, but goddamn, Paul, stick up for yourself. You a fucking giant. Put your foot down, goddamn it. Hey, well then again, he didn't have an entrance music.
No WCW wrestlers got an entrance music.
No, but I'm talking about the Giant didn't have entrance music. And remember, he was sharing it with Lex Luger when they start tagging up.
Yeah.
But that he never had an entrance music. He always had silence.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes.
So I guess that makes sense for him. But the Steiner brothers, Eddie Guerrero, DDP, there was none of that shit.
Yeah.
No. All you hear is
It's just all the voiceovers.
loser. He's a loser. He's a big forehead. He got a little weedy.
You know what? I would have. Oh my God! I would have put the Family Guy guy. He's a phony, a big phony. Oh man!
All right.
The second match.
All right. Then the next match was Big Bubba, who recently defected from the Dungeon of Doom, going up against Hugh Morris.
He got hit by a damn motorcycle. Win the match. It was we don't know what kind of match it was. They never announced it. It's like, okay, just a straight regular match.
It was just a regular match. There was no stipulation.
The stipulation is NWO get away with whatever they want. Because remember who was the referee the whole fucking night.
Nick Patrick.
Yes.
Nick Patrick refereed the whole night. And
Well, for most of it anyway, but we'll
Well,
get to that
yeah.
when we get to the one. But anyway,
Yeah, the real
Ew.
deal. The
Okay.
real. Yeah, I
it's not
mean,
real.
that's okay. Can we get to his boy? Is his boy next? Is his boy next?
Sadly, yes.
Oh, you came right on time, real. We about to talk about
Real.
Jeff Jarrett.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, Tone, you had to get him mad today. See, yeah,
Hey.
yeah,
when
real. I apologize, brother. I
Man,
apologize.
listen. Y'all get on me when y'all talk about her, Honore.
Yeah.
With this man, and I agree with him, by the way, why the fuck Jeff Jarrett keep on getting these title matches? But this is not Jeff Jarrett that you hated. This is Jeff Jarrett, like the Chippendale dancer, trying to fight for WCW honor.
Yeah, that's right.
The Four Horsemen, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, like right after he got exposed for not being able to sing. Yeah, this was Jeff Jarrett. Actually, he was the first WCW guy to get a win in this pay-per-view. He actually defeat Mr. Wall Street with help from, ironically,
Steve
Mongo
Mongo.
McMichael.
Yeah.
Mongo, but it's not. It's like this. He kind of forced his, Deborah kind of forced him to help.
Yeah.
Jeff. At this time, Deborah McMichaels was very annoying. I'm not gonna say Stephanie McMahon annoying, but she was very annoying because she swear she was a Miss America or Miss Texas or whatever the fuck she was, Miss USA, and she definitely remind me. If anybody's in Texas, I'm sorry, but you got some of the most. All right, blonde. I'm talking about these. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all married to, you know I'm right. Controlling, annoying women, and I'm just saying, I put the hits in there, and you know what I'm saying, and they're like, oh my god, Steve, control your woman.
Okay, I'm going full flare right. Yeah.
Why?
Because you gotta think about it. It's the 90s. All the blonde bimbo. Okay, stop. All the blonde women talk like that. All the blonde women sounds like that. You gotta think about it. Some women, but if you bring the blonde women of today, they talk like they're from BET Rhapsody. They talk like they're from TikTok. They talk like Bad Barbie. They would talk like that.
Wait, Catch me outside. How about that?
That way. If you think about it. If we do a reboot of Soul Out of this year, including the women at Wish, I'm gonna tag myself in like Solo from Backlash. If we have Soul Out, if we have Soul Out of 2023, things will be different. People will take over the show. The fans chant what the fuck they want to chant. The referee be like this. I don't see no cow.
Especially on this episode.
Yes, and then the referee will show favorite to their own members. You will see more members of their own stable of any kind win over their heroes. And that's supposed to be about. Hell, prime example, a ladder match. 6 supposed to win, but Eddie Guerrero win because of who? WCW help.
Well,
is that
the next match? Is that the next match?
That one's further down. But,
further down.
I got something to say about that match, but go ahead.
But yeah, so if my member about to fight for the US title, I will press the button, get him screwed over, and help my members to win. The end game of the whole pay-per-view is the whole entire stable win. Now, I take myself in. The women. Those are the most ooga booga boogers women I ever seen in my fucking life. All these answers is cringeworthy. They're so cringy. I'm like, good God Almighty.
I was thinking like they must have found like a real good strip club out there in Iowa.
Those women belong on GTA Lost and the Dam. Because let me tell you the reason why. If I would have did my show, my own stable, let's say just three Rebel, the show, these women will look like they're from World Star Hip Hop. These women look like they're from TikTok and Instagram models, or even a street from Myrtle Beach, somewhere. Wow. The women they will answer will be BET uncut level. Because we know why? We be on pay-per-view. We can say what the fuck we want to say. Yeah. And the women to be, all kind of outfit to be wearing, damn near BET uncut level. What we're going to do is BET uncut level. Do you not say it? Because I love the show. And
You
not
said it like
only
three
that,
times. You said it
yes,
three
you're damn
times,
right.
bro.
You're damn right. Combo. But we bring entertainment and we bring realism. Back then, none of these women look attractive. I hate to sound like a Jeff Jetback and next time. None of them look
Hey,
great.
hey.
And now, and not only that, if I would put a women, those women look like the chick from Married with Children.
Fairness.
Hey.
Well,
Fairness, they was in Iowa.
You can't find a hot white women from Iowa.
Not
Dr.
back
Omar,
then.
leave me alone.
Wait. Not back then, but I could find at least a couple now. But
yeah. I could argue one, but I had to go on another level with this one. But anyway.
He said Myrtle Beach, yikes.
Next match.
You know what we're talking about, Chris.
Next match.
I know what he's talking about. I've been to Black Week, those damn curve monkeys. But anyway.
That should be our own version of the road route. But okay.
Hey, oh God, what are you doing? Not American Males. Good Lord, don't.
Yes.
Oh God.
That's because they're the next match. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so
American Male.
let me just say right now, and my wife is laughing her ass off because she knows it's true. I hated that fucking song. I hated that American Males, and then you got Buff before he was Buff. The stuff.
Yeah.
This motherfucker used to. He looked like he was. I think that's how they found him. He was a stripper.
Chippendale.
Yeah.
Right? But he actually looked like he came out with a little choke chain on and all that stuff. But he was in WO now, and now he's even more annoying because he got to do the fucking pose. And
hold up, hold up. Whoa.
Who? Go ahead, speak for yourself. You say you used to do that.
We all do that.
No,
that used to be the.
I do not do this.
In elementary school, middle school, we all used to do that shit. That shit was popping. The only thing we didn't have was that damn hat.
I was in high school by the time
that's the only thing I like about Buff was that damn hat, because I had one in this house till my damn son sat on it. Well, I had one. I was going to spray paint that shit or airbrush that shit to something. That's the only thing cool about Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
But no, I was not doing this. I was doing this. I was doing this. I was doing shit that they call him on like, you know, he told me to suck it. I'm like, you suck it. You know, I was doing that. I was not doing, I am Buff and I am the stuff. No, I was not doing that shit. No. So, we're talking about WCW. Yes, I was doing Too Sweet.
Well,
that shit. Still
you
do
know
it.
what?
To this day.
I just, you know what's the sad part? And I was just looked at the times of these matches. Do y'all realize this was actually the second longest match on the pay-per-view?
American Males?
Yes.
It was an entertaining match. Two guys entertaining the hell out of us, and it was an okay match.
Buff, I'm trying to think now because we got the results. Buff didn't win that match.
No, he did.
Okay, Buff. Okay, so where he did? That's right. We just said most of the NWO won their matches anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What's his name? He didn't get his fucking revenge.
Nah, Rig Snoop.
Yeah, he didn't get. Like, what was it? There was no.
They lost the strap match and I'm uncensored.
So he did the plan. He didn't even get no type of payback or nothing, except for he became one of Raven's guys because he got blinded or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was the biggest move.
I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, that's probably his best character work since he went to ECW and turned on RVD. I haven't forgave him for that, but
and then we got Van Terminator.
Oh yeah, see that's how you do it. You turn on Van Dam. Guess what? The payback came. You got Van Terminator. You ain't get shit from Buff, so we had to deal with Buff. Keep on doing that stupid shit and all that shit. Buff did not. I'm gonna say this now. Buff right now look like Mr. Rogers, and he's clean. And
yes,
I am saluting him. I'm doing that.
Yep.
And God bless on Buff. But back then, I don't care if you liked him or not. Buff Bagwell, and the fact that he was Rookie of the Year. Let me get that out the way. 92, he was Rookie of the Year. Buff could have been way better than he was without the NWO. If they would have stuck with him.
He was more like being a U.S. champion by that time.
he would have been better off. It's a lot of people that
Wasn't even a
again.
TV champ.
It's something. I mean, let me get this. Let me get this out here because Buff, if they would have kept working on, they could have created a new star during this time. He
Yep.
could have went against as a homegrown power plant guy. As you know, we did this before. We did this a couple shows ago before about the power plant and guys that actually made it and did not make it. Buff
Yep.
made it. Buff had it. Not say he didn't have it, but I don't know why they thought putting the NWO shirt on someone and it superstar right there. He was
Yeah.
he was superstar trained already. He was
But
ready.
it's the one thing I'll say that kind of hurt Buff worse was the era he wrestled in, because let's remember something. Buff, when you look at even before he joined the NWO, he had one thing that was against him, was that he was a good-looking dude. And if you remember in the 90s, if you were a good-looking babyface, yeah, most male fans did not support you.
Except Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
No. Shawn Michaels, but Shawn
Well,
Michaels
Michaels had his share of boost.
Yeah, but see, Michaels knew what to do because Michaels was a veteran.
Yep.
Michaels knew, all right, I give him something to boo. And he turned heel and all this stuff. He knew what to do. He was smart.
Yeah.
Wrestling. Now, I go somewhere that looked just like Buff, but in the wrong organization to be doing all that cheesy
ECW.
shit. Tommy Dreamer.
Yep.
Tommy Dreamer looked like he was part of the American Males when he was there. Had no straps on. And he was buff too. But till he got that Kindle stick, my Kindle stick is not around me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
My Kindle stick.
Because you think about it, because Pillman before he became a Hollywood Blonde, Bagwell in that era, Alex Ray, when he was in the early part of his career, yeah. If you were a good-looking babyface, yeah, you were generally getting booed, especially like if you were in places like Philly and New York and Chicago.
Hey, Hill, can you click on that last comment right there and you can put it on the screen?
Let me see.
Oh, that's actually a good point too.
There we go.
That's a good point. That's another thing. See, he had, like I said, he had the great training in WCW, the power plant. He looked like the star. I mean, understand like you're saying, he's a good looking guy, blah, blah, blah. But if your work is good, especially in WCW, if your work is good, you can be a good looking guy you want. A la Sting, a la Lex Luger. If your work if people could rate to your work, and he would have had his promos, we're probably talking about Buff in a whole different light right now.
Yeah. Especially that would figure why he was in so many tag teams, because
and that's another thing. Yeah, he was. I think he was tag team with Tuco Scorpio. He was tag team with Riggs. Then he was tag team
Patriots,
Scott Steiner, the Patriots. Then he was with Lex Luger at the end of the road. All right, Hill, you can click that off. Yeah, but that's the only. That's the only thing I am when it comes to Buff. I would have been a Buff supporter all the way, but they thought everybody had to have the NWO shirt. Again, y'all know me. I'm an NWOite all the way, but everybody did not need an NWO shirt, especially the homegrown. And you had this thing. You had the homegrown against the guys that came from WWE.
Yeah.
You had the guys there. You had everybody. You had Hogan. You had all the guys that came from WWF was already there. The Nasty Boys the Nasty Boys joined. You could have had Medusa, who just left WWF, part of NWO. Everybody, because that was the way to take over work. But then you start putting people that was already there, the NWO. That's what made it fun. Because remember, when that shit happened, everybody actually thought that Vince shut those guys down for real.
Yeah. We got on internet back then.
Right. So everybody thought that was for real. Oh, he sounds so rehearsed, especially doing his baby. Man, remember that time he thought he was the chosen one?
Yeah.
Right. So.
And especially like in '99 when his face flare and all that. Yeah.
Right.
But,
so
anywho.
We took so long with Buff. We gave you your shine, Buff.
DDP.
Yep.
What did they say something about DDP when he came out? after the
I
loser.
forgot what they said, but I had to. I knew I should have watched the pay per view before. But then again, considering how
No,
it
no, no.
was, I was like, I don't know if I would have stomached it. But
I don't
you
think
know
they.
what?
I don't think they edited it.
Yeah. But I'll say this though: what stood out to me about this match was that there were a couple of special guest appearances in this match.
Oh,
Yeah,
can't
because
remember.
somewhere high in the they weren't in the rafters; they were actually in the crowd. But there is Sting and the
And
Macho Man.
I think this is the round time everybody thought Sting was part of NWO. And
Mhm.
then
Yeah, because remember that's when he started coming down from the
The Raptors.
rafters.
right, and Macho Man he felt like he getting blackballed.
Yep.
And
Eh,
no.
Ooh, actually, I think that promo was like literally either the week
Yeah.
of that or the week before,
It,
but I know it's like a couple weeks before that time.
it
So,
was I think the week before. I think
Yeah.
it was the week before, and then all of a sudden you see them in the audience together,
yep,
and Macho Man, Macho Man coming out with Sting doing a little back test to turn his back. But
yeah,
Macho Man, if you ever watched it, Macho Man didn't really turn his back. Macho Man he turned sideways. He's like, "You hit him, I'm fucking you up.
mhm,
if you hit him, I'm fucking you up." So
yep,
but
yeah. And it was funny. There's something else that I didn't think about till you brought this up. Because remember, also earlier in that week was the Clash of the Champions.
On
mm,
TBS.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that Tuesday, and yeah, Sting and Savage weren't there, but they were there at the NWO show.
that's why everybody thought they was part of the NWO, and well, they really thought Sting was part of NWO. He didn't really say much yet, you know.
Mm,
But when Savage, remember Savage went first.
yep,
Savage cost
Piper.
it cost Piper the title. Then he was
Hmm.
NWO. That's when everybody's like, okay, Sting is part of NWO. And he
Mm.
kind of teased it too. He kind of teased it. Hogan gave him a hug. He didn't touch Hogan and all that stuff. But we gonna keep
But
we talking about
but
shit here.
yeah, Diamond.
Yeah.
But of course, Diamond Dallas Page. Actually, it was funny. He would hit Norton with the Diamond Cutter, but then he was like, I know I ain't going to win this match anyway. So he actually just says, "Okay, I'm out of here," and
Mm.
Norton actually gets the win by count out.
But smartest move, because if he would have pinned him, they would have came out and whooped DDP's ass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because remember, there's no that they remember when finisher moves was finisher moves.
Yep.
You're not kicking
Yeah.
out of them. No one was not gonna kick out of no damn diamond cutter, a la Ace Crusher or whatever
Yep.
you want to call. He was not kicking them out. So he did. I think he did a smart thing. Diamond cut. I'm out of here.
Yep.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm going right to the crowd. I'm out
Yep.
of here. So I
Yeah,
mean,
and
nothing
that's
wrong
like
with
I think
that.
that was actually the first real babyface reaction for a WCW star that night.
Well, yeah. Well, Diamond Dallas Page was a different cat because they still thought he was going to be part of the NWO, even though he did what he did.
Yeah,
Remember,
turning on Nash the week before or a
he
couple
was
weeks
the first
before.
guy. He's the first guy to touch, like to really get the upper hand on the NWO.
Yep.
That
Hmm.
Stone show. He was the first guy, and
Or no, he diamond cut Hall. My bad.
yeah, he diamond cut Hall, and he low bridge
Yeah.
Nash, and he got out of there. So he was like he was they were gonna protect. It was some big moves for him,
Yep.
and the fact that down the road, Macho Man, if y'all remember the story that Leading Powerful told about that, Macho Man really wanted to make DDP up here.
Yeah.
Unlike
And
Terry,
actually, Dallas just actually posted recently that it was his 26th anniversary about the
mm,
time where Macho took the cutter at Spring Stampede.
right?
Yes.
Macho Man right here to me. Macho Man's right here to me. Terry, you here because of my childhood love for wrestling, but you know,
Yeah,
everybody,
you're even lower.
yeah,
But,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
and yeah, and you know what I thought was like one of the cool things about Dallas was that, and I actually remember them telling the story. And by the way, if y'all ever get a chance to check it out on YouTube, he actually talks about that match at Spring Stampede, and I think like the very next night, just before Nitro, he actually goes to find Randy and he goes to thank him for that one. And Macho was so touched at it because it was like, yeah, so that actually he and his dad actually go up to Dallas a little bit later, and he was like, "No, brother, been in the sport a long time, and no, never had anybody say what you said, and I gotta make the touch." Yeah,
You just need an excuse
come
to the
on.
Macho Man versus Hogan.
Hey, we all do, man. Oh, hey, Dallas even told the story in Macho Man's voice.
I
So.
mean, if we could do an episode of who's the most the most
Imitated wrestler,
imitated
yeah.
wrestler we
Savage
use,
will win by a landslide,
Savage or Dusty, I swear, or Hogan's brother. You
or
gotta say
maybe
brother.
Warrior. I don't know.
Oh no,
Oh, Warrior by number one.
no, I got if I do Warrior, I gotta do the best fucking promo or funniest promo I should say he ever did with Hogan.
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Oh, my wife
But
did not like when I do that, but it's funny as shit.
shit, that's a new Jack.
But next up, of course, tag team titles, Outsiders and the Steiners. And remember how we said Nick Patrick refereed for most of the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where it comes in. Because late in the match, Patrick, I believe, somehow gets knocked out. But then Randy Anderson, who, of course, a WCW referee, was the official.
He was remember this. He was fired.
Yep.
He was fired to official any WCW show. So
yep.
Loophole. Yeah. He came in the NWO show and new tag team champions. So we thought.
Yeah.
Until Monday Night Nitro. Give those title back.
Yeah. Oh. And remember, that's when. Yeah, and that's when Bischoff fired him, like that following week, because even though it's like, yeah, I run WCW too.
The other one.
And it's like, yeah. So basically, this would begin the first of many title changes that we thought were going to happen, but then Bischoff overruled them.
You know one thing about WCW that nobody don't want to talk about? They are the masters at dusty finishes.
Yep.
They
oh no.
30 years.
Oh no, they definitely. Oh, when it comes to WCW matches, that can be an episode in its own right, because Lord knows if we counted how many times there's like, oh, what the fuck sort of finish, yeah, in a WCW match, yeah.
WCW was, and I didn't know it had a name for it. I just knew that only WCW would do that shit. And I when I say over 30 years, I'm counting NXT shit too, because Dusty did that shit NXT and TNA. How many times Jeff Jarrett lost that NWA title, and all of a sudden we see this motherfucking NWA champion in the next fucking episode?
Yeah,
that was back in Jeff Jarrett era,
right? King of the Mountain.
But you think like that was really, or how about like with Ric Flair? Hell, and matter of fact, ironically enough, when it was the funniest? When Dusty actually did a Dusty finish in his own matches.
Yes. but it got, the one thing I say about especially back in the day, Dusty finishes got you one to watch. Got your ass back on your chair or couch Saturday evening, 6:05.
Yep.
So it worked. It worked in many ways.
On the Superstation, baby.
On the Superstation, baby. Yeah, if you will.
On TBS, Superstation.
But yeah. All right. Then next up was the ladder match for the U.S. title between Eddie Guerrero and Syxx, and this one was one of those funny ones where it was like you did the tug of war spot, but this time the babyface who looked like he was going to get screwed over actually wound up getting a legitimate win.
Not only the legitimate win, is the babyface actually was, according to the fans, he was the heel in this match, and of course the heel was the babyface because of the switch to NWO. But the thing is, this all started when Six stole the United States title.
Starcade.
He
And
stole the belt.
subsequently, after the Outsiders cost DDP said title.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They're supposed to help him, but they actually cost him. And the thing is with this Six, this is how Six get title shots. He steal the belt
Yep.
and he gets a title shot. Unfortunately, the next time he did it, is Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero helped him win the damn title, but that's gonna be another story another time. But what I liked about this was not only that they got the right person to win, because to me Six was more of a cruiserweight to me anyway, still is. But they got the right
Blasphemy.
person. They got the right person to win this match, and it was not a bad ladder match. It's one of those ladder matches nobody don't talk about. I know it's in WCW, but it's still a damn ladder match.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like the ladder match was underrated, pretty much underappreciated. New
No,
word still.
I would probably say that this one, it had like the Brett Shawn. If anybody had that, saw the Coliseum video.
Oh, the first
Oh,
the
Yeah,
first
the
ladder match.
first ladder match.
yeah.
Yeah,
It kind of
yeah.
gave me that feel because it was like there's a decent amount of technical wrestling, but then of course she had the ladder spots, but nothing too over the top. But then again, just kept it simple, but yet you had the crowd interested.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. The right man won, and I think it won over the crowd. Honestly, because if you go back to reaction, I don't think Eddie got booed.
Nah, that's
No,
they cheer for it because he's WCW guy.
And
Now it was a regular match. I
I,
don't think neither one get cheered. They might get. Oh no, one got booed because you facing the NWO,
mhm.
but likely you still get cheered
yeah.
because of WCW.
Well, I can't remember because like also at this point, like a lot of the crowds, like well, all of the Midwest, I can't really say, but like there's some people who like remember Eddie's stuff, and especially like because when he was fighting Benoit Malenko in the early parts of his WCW tenure, and then of course that ECW crowd who remembered the Guerrero Malenko Classic. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why I
that's,
think Eddie got like a lot of that crowd behind him.
but they but as you think about it, it started at sold out. But it started at sold out. The Eddie we got towards the summer
Yeah.
because he got booed at sold out. Then the next pay per view he cost Dean Malenko the cruiserweight title.
Yep.
Then he turned heel. He start where he wet his mullet. He had a
Oh,
little
that well,
bandana.
first he had to lose the U.S.
Oh yeah,
title.
he lost. No, he lost it to
Jarrett,
Dean Malenko.
Dean Lincoln.
No,
He
he
lost,
lost it to Dean.
that's what I'm saying. He lost to Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
He lost to Dean Malenko, and he turned to the A Guerrero that we actually start to
Yep.
like, and
Mhm.
and I was like, well, damn, where this
Yeah.
come from? But it all started from sold out. How the fans was taking to him because if you like go week to week to week, the fan base started going down for Eddie. So and when Dean lost that title, he said, I know Eddie for a long time. He's phony, blah, blah. And Eddie started changing his voice and all that stuff. So we start getting that A Guerrero Akbar from AAA
Yep.
kind of Eddie, not the A Guerrero from
Gringos
ECW.
Locos. Yeah.
Right. So it's all started so that if I gotta say, if I give a positive to so out helped a wrestler's character develop.
Mhm.
It was the
That's the
start.
only one.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It definitely needed something, especially when we get to this main event. And you know what? I want to say this right now. I know we get on Roman for how long his entrances usually been, and how he used to get on Taker for his WrestleMania entrances.
I never got on Taker for his WrestleMania interest. How dare
The,
you?
uh,
I love WrestleMania
I
18
know.
mentions.
Hey, I love Taker's WrestleMania
Damn
entrance.
right. There
So
you
it's
go.
like, yeah, they're supposed to. Well, Takers are supposed to be slow because
Yeah.
you need that intimidation factor. But anyway, I swore, like Hogan, perhaps. You know what? I would say this: Hogan must have learned something during his time with Rocky 3, because I swore this was the most Apollo Creed slash Thunderlips entrance I had ever seen. Hey, because
Oh God!
this man literally had.
Say what you
Oh,
about to say. Say it. Say
oh
it.
no.
That nigga. Say it.
Hey, I am not Booker T.
But
Uh-uh.
you need Cheryl. You need like this.
I yeah. Yeah, hold on. I ain't got Sherry behind me on this one.
Hey, we are. Listen, we are. Do you read my damn transcript? We are rebels without a cause. God damn it! Say it.
Yeah,
Yes.
like James Dean without the cigarette, baby.
God
But
damn it!
but
Say it.
I saw Hulk Hogan. Yeah, it. You know, I used to always knock Bobby when he used to go off on, or no, I actually used to knock Jesse for how much he used to go off about Hogan's ego. You know, now I see what Jesse was always talking about, because like I said, this had to be one of the most drawn out entrances I had ever seen in my life. And that's saying something coming for Hogan at this era.
Hogan was believing what he was selling. Hogan was Hogan was your neighborhood drug dealer that get high on his own supply. He was he's
So it's
in his
basically he was Carlito from
yeah
Carlito's Way. Yeah.
he was. I ain't gonna call him Carlito. I'm gonna call
Yeah.
him. What was the lawyer name? The lawyer name that got Carlito out the fucking out of
Oh,
jail.
I
And
know you're talking about.
he was sniffing all the coke and fuck the homeboy, Benny Blanco from the Bronx girl in the bathroom. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna forget Benny Blanco's name. Fuck that, he's from the Bronx. So anyway, Hogan believed that
Oh,
um
I know you're talking about because
you
Sean
know
Penn played him.
yes
Yeah.
yes, but
Kleinfeld.
thank you, but
Yes.
Hogan believed his hype. He believed if it wasn't for him, wrestling would not be what it is today. Now that could be an argument in a debate in his own right, because honestly, between him and Vince, I am gonna keep that real. He's right. Reason being, because I seen the past wrestling, and AEW is not watchable if we watch it in today's eyes. AWA was not watchable. NWA, Florida Championship Wrestling, all this was not watchable if we watch it in today's eyes.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
And
different time.
you're right. We got to give them some credit, because if you think about it, when Vincent and Hogan did what they did, guess what NWA did? They boosted Starcade up and fireworks and all this. They got their little entertainment going and stuff like that. So I will give him that, but he starts slipping too much of the Kool-Aid. And I'm talking about not the suburban Kool-Aid. I'm talking about black ghetto mad sugar in your Kool-Aid type of Kool-Aid. You know,
The the house party Kool-Aid.
the house party Kool-Aid. We put that whole bag of sugar in it. That's what Hogan was in. And like Hogan's like, fuck it. I built this house. I'm gonna take my goddamn time to stroll down this hallway. Shit, I pay the bills. This bitch, you know, Hogan. That's how Hogan was feeling. And I was like, you gotta think like this. If I'm the heel, and this is my pay-per-view, just like if you go to WWF when they start doing the
in your house DX
and the rock bottoms. You see what I'm getting at?
Mm-hmm.
This is his pay-per-view.
Yep.
I could do what the fuck I want. I know I sound like defending Hogan, but as a heel, what would piss you off more? A big-headed Hogan strutting like a peacock down the aisle, or Hulk Hogan trying to do babyface Hulk Hogan shit and come out and brother. No. I want the motherfucking stroke like a peacock. Like, look at me, brother. I'm the champion. Look at me.
And having like 50,000. Actually, I thought of something else now. Even though this was an NWO show, did any of the NWO members even get pyro?
No.
All
I hear this. He's
Hogan.
great.
This is Hogan's house.
Yeah.
Hogan, listen, this is
No,
why.
and that's what made me think about it because I didn't even remember Hogan getting even pyro for his. And I'm like, damn, you would think if anybody in the NWO would have gotten a pyro entrance, it would have been Hogan.
I'm gonna tell you why they get power. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. First of all, I already state that they was in Iowa,
Yeah.
but not that though. This was not on Ted Turner's money.
Oh,
They're on the budget.
Right. This show was not on Ted Turner's money because remember, this show was not even on the pay-per-view schedule. This
Yeah.
this usually the show that comes after Starcade was Super Brawl.
yep.
hmm
Sold Out came in between Starcade and Super Brawl. This was like what we call today a glorified house show. So
Yep.
they had to work with wherever the money that they made probably the last quarter to do this, and only get a piece of that because blah blah. That's about it. So all you got was the silly voiceovers. Uh, that shit like a damn what you call that shit now? Black craft kind of audience. It was dark as shit. Like you just said, they had the B team with strippers and shit.
They have
So
motorcycles
you got what you know what it looked like what Shotgun Saturday Night was supposed to be
with a budget.
with a budget. Right. So you got what you got. That's why Hogan said, "Fuck it. If I can't get pyro, I'm just gonna take my narrow ass time. You gonna love me. I'm gonna show you these wrinkly ass 24-inch pythons. That's right. It's still flex. Remember, Hogan was still small at this time. He didn't get real big again. He was working on that. He didn't get big again. So his arms are still this, but it's still dangling. So
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
like 18-inch pythons.
yeah, it was 18 inch. It got 24 by the time Starcade next year. But we know why, Hogan. You had to get back to the swerve. But anyway, but
Whose house? I'm just kidding.
right.
Hogan House. There we go.
Oh God, like his reality show. But it's crazy. What's crazy about this whole thing was that match could have been better.
Yep.
Sloppy, terrible. I compare that ending to the DX ending when Shawn Michaels gets Ken Shamrock.
Yep.
That was doo-doo water.
But at least Shamrock and Shawn and then had a story with it. Owen came back. Who came back for Hogan and Giant? No one. They all kicked the Giant's ass.
Yeah.
That's all. It looked like a Nitro ending.
Yep. Well, minus the crowd throwing in like
Yeah,
toilet paper and
you-
popcorn.
You had your crowd turn on you.
Yep.
This was your end of your own crowd. They turned on you.
That's fucked up.
You know what it looked like? I know I said like Shotgun Saturday Night with a budget. How about this for shits and giggles? It looked like Control Your Narrative with a budget. That's what
At least the Control Your Narrative looked like Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah.
I take it back. Fight for New York, much better. Fight for New York.
Okay.
Hold on.
But I mean, but that's what it was. I mean, if I now
I'll go with this one. I'll say it looked like what was them damn weekend? They're like jacked or metal with the budget.
So, I mean,
Ooh,
wow.
shit.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I remember that shit. It would come on every Saturday afternoon. I was in Japan. I watched that shit every.
Wait, he didn't even give it a velocity.
No, no Sunday Night Heat.
No, he said no Sunday
No,
Night Heat.
Jag and Metal.
God damn.
Man, you bring back memories now, nigga. I mean, shit, man. God damn.
Shame on you. Shame.
Man, that's a good old days, man. I used to listen to Cash Money and watch that. Oh, let me stop with my childhood memories.
I just feel like I should get that like New Day clip when Xavier was like saying, "Shame him."
You know it's bad when it's not on the network.
What?
You know it's bad when Jackson Metal is not even on the network. They're like, oh, we're gonna forget about this. No, this is a bad time. This is real. No. This is my bad years. I don't want to talk about that no more. But
dude,
I mean, the ending of this and I'm so glad I did not order it.
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how disrespectful I was. How I watched this. How lucky I was to watch this. I didn't
Bootleg.
have it. I didn't have
Scrabble.
it. There you go. I had a chip.
Mm.
I turned to channel 4 and I turned the chin and I got it. And it scrambled. And then that shit unscrambled like stay, and it
Yep.
stayed. I did not waste my parents did not waste their my father. They did not waste his 34.99 on that shit. And I'm happy.
Yep.
And I'm happy. Because when he got in, he said, "Who paid for it?" We didn't pay for it. It scrambled. We was like, good boy, good. My son, you're good. Oh, I I'm kind of glad we didn't waste our money on that, but see, like I said from the get go, they knew this was doomed to fail
Yep.
from when you try to go against the Super Bowl when you ride in with trash garbage trucks
And not to mention, you were just this is like a week after like not even a week after the Royal Rumble.
after the not to mention how about like I said earlier, your Nitro show did better than this.
Hell,
Your
even
Yeah.
Nitro
Clash
show
of
was in the
Champions.
Superdome.
Yeah.
It was in the Superdome, right at not no sorry, not the Superdome because they went to Superdome after this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No. I'm sorry, it was before this. Excuse me, it was before that. All right.
And
Y'all
y'all
had
just in the United Center like a couple weeks prior.
right. You was in all these big arenas, and this looked like I hate. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. ECW could have done a better job at this time.
But you know what? I would give him credit because the year after, Sold Out was a serious pay per view. A
Yep.
year after
Sold Out was called WCW/NWO Sold
NWO.
Yeah.
Out. It was not called NWO Sold Out. Because
Yep.
you needed WCW wrestlers. You needed the big names. You needed some epic stories, not a one-sided affair.
Mm.
You needed that, and that's where they failed at. And you notice after they did that, almost all their pay-per-views were saying WCW slash NWO.
Yep.
It makes
Until
sense because the storyline. But
right
the
until Ric
year,
Flair said, "Oh, we crap, we screw this shit."
Yeah.
No, that's
yeah,
it. No, that's it.
and then we got WCW Sold Out, and
Yep.
whew, that was
And doo
tragic.
doo. Say it with me now. Doo doo. So,
Hot
It
garbage.
it was it was a it
nah,
was a golden piece of shit. I would say it was a
sir,
golden
sir,
spray
sir.
paint with shit.
Even though you being honest right now, stop doing the politics. The what we need to do. That's
But
the politics when they lying to us.
Nah,
When they
that's
when they
you know what?
when they
Look,
lying to us, they do this.
this was a Baron Corbin special. That's how bad
Oh,
this paper.
wow. After what that man went through last night, we're gonna say his name.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That
Yeah, we
poor
said
poor man. I kind of feel
seven
sorry for Baron.
seconds.
I feel bad for him now. We didn't talk about it earlier, but I kind of feel bad for him now because you just left Paris. Paris
Yep.
gave Baron Corbin a standing ovation if you didn't know.
And he
They
and he
just
actually won a match.
and he won the match. They standing ovation Baron Corbin, and he comes back to the great United States of America, and he lost in 7 seconds
to the moon.
to my ass. He could have gave man. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love Karen Grimes, or his other name.
Chevrolet. And,
Thank you. I haven't said it in a long time. I almost forgot it. But I hope this comes
Oh shit.
nervous, got nervous.
up with some story that Brad.
Alright.
Okay, I think this guy deserves better. I'm sorry. He's been a soldier for WWE, and I know we criticize WWE sometimes, but this dude, y'all once y'all change his character in NXT, it's been downhill from there.
Yep.
They have some ups. Yeah, he was a former United States champion. Yeah, he won the Money in the Bank. Yeah.
King of the Ring.
He won King of the Ring. He won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal, but it's still been downhill. I think he could have been way better.
Yep.
I kind of feel bad for him. I kinda
Happy
do.
Happy Corbin was their last shot for making a good babyface. Not great, not monster, but a good babyface
You-
with a good storyline.
You know what? It's kind of hard to make someone who's a
Yeah, it's kind of like trying to take Miz and make him a baby face.
no, he's an asshole. No,
It worked. It worked one time, but we get real. We fucking with him. But now he just
I Miz, no, Miz is an asshole. I mean, a prick, Randy Orton.
Um,
I mean,
oh
someone that
nine.
he, yeah, right. Back then, when he was real prick, they tried to make him face. He was not buying it. They made him back
oh yeah,
heel.
when he was the Legend Killer.
Right, but when he came back, he was really talking to those damn voices. We started seeing like, okay, he finally gets it. He finally, you start liking him, and he started doing RKOs at people that do fucking shooting stars and shit. We like him.
But
we like the boy.
But I gotta say this, like, yeah. But what really sold is like his work with the Riddle, because I was like, I would be damned, Randy actually has become lovable now.
Sir,
especially with that 420.
Sir, I'm about to say, sir, as a blockhead, when you know someone is your connect, you like that one. Yes. Yes.
But for me, being a straight edge is
hey, you still like Riddle. He's a cool dude. He's a big ass kid that likes to ride scooters and he playful. So
and he liked to show his wee wee. But we're gonna talk about it other time.
We are not going to talk about that the other time. I want to talk about that shit. I mean, come on. Let's do like this. Let's do like this when it comes to that situation. He ain't the first, and he ain't gonna be the last. Well, as long as this, let me just say this about you, Riddle. If you do it, make sure they're the right age, because we don't want you blacklisted or nothing like that. And make sure your ass is single, because I don't want no girlfriend, no wife do what they did to Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
But on the upside, he getting a world title shot. So yes, show you wee wee, you could be the world champion. But anyway.
But anyway, I would say this, like when it comes to the overall card, I would have kept the title matches I would have kept and probably worked on them a little bit better. Jericho Chono would have kept that one.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right, but the rest of the card, it could have
the rest of the card, like they just do that shit together.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was the equivalent of a glorified house show back then.
Yeah, like I said, Bagwell and Riggs, that should have been done on a Nitro like weeks ago.
Right. That should have been done on Nitro.
Yeah. And then I would have actually kept Page and I would have actually put Page and Bagwell on the card.
I would have, you know what? I probably would have saved. I think they just wanted to see the Diamond Cutter on the show. Probably would have got a huge pop. That's about it. I would have, like I said, I had nothing against the A Guerrero 6 ladder match because it showed what six could really do that we didn't see him do in WWF before then. I would the title match though, the ending was such a Nitro ending. I would have, I don't know. I would have found another way for Hogan to probably cheat to win, not cheat to get disqualified or anything like that. Because one thing
actually it's worse. He cheated for no contest.
Right, no contest. But the one thing I do gotta say this about that damn belt, it did still have the Giant's name on it. He never changed the nameplate of that belt.
That's fucked up. That's what got that bended top on it.
Right, and then they had a nerve to spray paint it. Oh, now you see why I was an NWO fan. But I mean the card itself, like glorified house show, I probably would have changed. Yeah, like you said, the Bagwell Riggs with the Nitro. DDP was just there just to do a diamond color to get the fans all right. And honestly, the outcome of the Steiner brothers, I would have kept, but when they got the Nitro, I would have had a rematch instead of them just giving the belts up. I would have had the rematch clause would have been on Nitro.
For me, I would have changed the NWO girls to look like strippers, like a Pornhub. Yeah, that's yes. Oh, change the Nitro girls to the NWO girls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I would throw the cruiserweight title and have 6 get in, because if you lose the US title, have him get a second chance, have him compete for the cruiserweight title, and have the help from the NWO to win the title. The Steiner brothers, yeah, they will lose, but you got the NWO referee, you got the NWO ring announce, and have a voice where say this. Yes, that ending kind of sucked,
So what we gonna do is we gonna restart the match, and the match start right about now.
And that's what happened. And the outside beat their ass and win the tag team titles. Um, Hulk Hogan, the Giant. I would have Hulk Hogan win in the dirtiest way because this is your own house. You got the home field advantage. You got the NWO whooping Big Show and Giant ass, being with the bad. Put up a good match, but still Hulk Hogan would have win straight up in the NWO style fashion. Buff Bagwell, Scotty Riggs. I would keep that. I would have Mr. Wall Street win, and if Jeff J win, guess what?
We don't like NFL because you never win the Super Bowl. With that, we gonna restart the match, and we'll start right about now.
Do some
And
do some what the fuck that fucking shit was, the anomalous general manager bullshit. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. No.
yeah, and do like that, and have Mr. Wall Street winning. Bubba Roger, Huge Mowers, the Mexican Death Match. That's what it's called. Um,
That's
I
what
would
it
keep.
was.
Yeah, it was a death match because it's like once you knock him down, you gotta give like 10 second old school death match. I would have kept that with a motorcycle. That was most GTA. No, that was the most SmackDown shut your mouth shit I ever seen back then. Um, Masachiro Chono, Chris Jericho, keep it, and I want to make that match a little bit longer. Um, Other than that, I would have NWO winning through and through, and title change hand and make your own rules because this is your own show. This is NWO, and I walk away happy. Just have NWO girls dancing, motorcycles, everything else, and I would take out the cringy ass questions. If you take out the dude who give out interviews, I would take his ass out and make this strictly NWO show, and I would have that shit like an annual thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the part I found funny now that and I actually forgot that Hugh Morris then was a Mexican death match. Which, by the way, first of all, which now leads to a very, very interesting question. Why wasn't Conan in this match?
I think
It- it's-
I honestly
especially
I think that's what it was. I think this is right before Conan became NWO, but I think
Yeah.
Conan was supposed to face Bubba Rogers.
I think he got injured at that time.
Yeah, I think he got injured,
Yeah.
and then when he came back from injury, that's when he turned on the dungeon.
Yeah,
I think
'cause I
that's how it
remember.
was because that's what wrestling do, bro.
Yeah, he
you
must not have been injured for too long, considering he was at Super Bowl the next month.
right, and I think that's when he turned on, didn't he? He turned
Nah,
on
he
dungeon?
did turn on them till like right after Bash at the Beach.
Hmm.
Anywho's, all right. So, what to do for next week?
Ooh,
Yeah.
are we staying?
right,
Are we
hey,
staying in the States? Are we doing?
Yeah. Let's see. I was trying to think about what I wanted to do for that one. Yeah, but we are staying in the States for this one.
Well, let's see. We
Now-
on May. We talking about next one. We still in May.
Oh, you know what? I think I got a real good one.
Mhm.
How about we do a Judgment Day 02?
Motherfucker.
Hmm.
Is that
Oh,
the,
that's
wait?
the
Is that
stretcher
the one?
match.
No,
No,
is that,
Undertaker Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and that's where Kurt got his head shaved.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I'm going to say that it don't need to be changed.
Yep.
God,
Yes.
Mother Nature was already working on his head anyway, so it had to work. Mother Nature was working on Kurt's head. Kurt said, "I want to lose, but I want to lose with dignity. Damn it."
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
true.
we definitely do that because oh man, I could talk. I think if I ever got one thing to say about that show is Hulk Hogan Undertaker.
Yep.
Dear God.
Oh Lord,
The
shit.
ugliest choke slam I ever saw Undertaker do with someone he could actually do the choke slam with. The question is did Hogan go stiff on Undertaker? Or
did Mother Nature?
or Undertaker couldn't lift him.
Stiff. Cause we see Undertaker choke slam a lot of big people. You try to tell me he could choke slam Hulk Hogan? Yeah,
He He looked, he was choke slamming Vestra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's sandbagging.
Well, like I said, also Hogan might have, Mother Nature might have helped Hogan go stiff too, because
But you know what though? Let me get this. Let me tell people this about Hogan. You know, I gave Hogan a little fuck the world attitude on it on this episode. But do you know that Undertaker is the only man to beat Hogan twice for the WWE title, the
Yep.
WWF title? No one has
Yeah.
never beat Hogan for a WWF or World Heavyweight title twice. I would have said Sting, but they
Yeah.
fucked up that damn Starcade.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, before anybody say Sting, they didn't. According to them, that didn't count. It's them, not me. Them, and you know who them is.
Oh, hell. Oh, no, wait a minute. Actually, you know what? Sting actually would still count twice.
You would
'Cause
say
remember
three
Fall
times.
Brawl?
I would say you would say what you
Yeah.
would say three times. Then you say that
Oh,
Steel
yeah.
Brawl, Fall Brawl, and Starcade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then let's just keep it WWE then.
Yeah.
I'll take the only thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because let's see who. Yeah, because Andre the first time, but then the whole DiBiase thing takes that out. Then
Mhm.
Warrior. Then
An-
Taker.
Andre,
Then the
I,
fourth time he got stripped because of their Undertaker rematch at Tuesday in Texas.
mm-hmm.
Lord, now there's a pay per view that needs redoing.
No,
Yeah.
that was a 2 match show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Uh,
it was actually more, but
I know everybody was there for 2 matches though. It was the return of Macho Man and
yeah.
Hulk Hogan rematch. And honestly, I say this to anybody that you want to debate me on this. Debate me on this. No one was ordering that show.
No.
It was on
Uh,
Tuesday back in the '90s. This is not Tuesday, Taboo Tuesday.
Yeah.
When we had, of course, I ordered Taboo Tuesday.
Yeah. The first one, at least.
Don't you turn around. You know we ordered it.
um,
She gave you that slow turn like, yes, we ordered it. God damn it, because we
there will
voted.
be another one to talk about too, because
Oh yeah, yes.
um,
You know what? Yes, we was. Yes. I'm gonna say that we should do that because I got a story behind on Tuesday. We was about to have my oldest son,
oh,
and then I met Edge when he
mhm.
came to the airport, and I told him I voted for him. Like I voted
I
for you to
remember
get
that. You know what? After we do a redo,
Yep.
the next week after,
Yep.
let's do a reboot
a reboot of what?
of any pay-per-view that we have chosen.
Yeah.
No restriction, no limit. It would be the
Well, that's
reboot
kind of
of
that's kind of the whole idea, because you could also like reboot. It was
Yeah.
because,
We
like I
could.
said,
but
with
but
Halloween,
this is
like when we did Halloween Havoc a couple years ago, I pretty much did a reboot with most. Well,
Mm.
outside of the DDP and cage match and Ray versus Eddie, but yeah, because I pretty much rebooted most of that show.
Yeah.
but
That show was need to be rebooted. But
but
are you talking about like a show that's not with us no more, like King of the
well,
Ring,
it
or
could be anything because we could do our own version of What If. So we could
Yeah.
do What If with a reboot twist, and
Yeah.
with that, it's unlimited. We could say do
oh, okay. So
whatever the fuck we want to do.
we're not staying on one pay per view. We could just say any pay per view that comes to mind. That we like
Yes.
that
Yeah.
that's been like a match that's been in our head for like I don't know how many years that should never happen or had the wrong people in something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's
got
like
you.
it's like a fancy reboot and like any stipulation, any style. Because remember, when Stevie Ray said, if they challenge us, if you're a fan, you want to make your own
Yeah,
promotion,
he did.
whatever. So I'll say, you know what?
He did say that.
Yeah.
I accept this challenge and let's go for it.
I
There we
think he
go.
did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it raining? Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about to hit my way in a little bit too. So
Yeah, it's here
But
already.
and
also,
I watch
I
the
was-
NFL championship too.
yeah, I got that over the background right now. But I also want to say this, like, also 10 years, y'all. Can you believe 10 years? Bullet
Uh,
Club's been in existence now.
Bullet
Now they're
Club.
starting to although they're starting to head towards like Menudo level now, but
You know what? I
No.
see what they're doing. They're doing what New Japan does best when it comes to factions that have been around for a long time.
mm,
They making little changes here that actually make sense. Like when Bullet Club started, it was basically the Gaijin faction.
yep,
When Prince Devitt leaves, it turns to the golden era of Bullet Club. Almost everybody had a belt, and they was pretty much dominating New Japan. Um, when AJ left,
yeah,
it became about the money, about how much we making worldwide, not just in New Japan. How much we making in Ring of Honor? How much we making this, that, and Kenny and them took it to that other place.
yep,
When Jay took over, it is getting back to some dominance that like, all right, we're not no cart. We're the top hills in the company. We're the cutthroat. This is cutthroat era. And now they call it the Savage era. They not here for the jokes. They're not here for the fun and games. We're here to put people in the hospital, as they did at Tamatonga. As you can see, my background has changed. I'm
mm,
very sad, very sad right now. But Tamatonga is in the hospital, and then I was then to find out this man was working with no contract. Holy
He
shit!
he doing the FTR. He doing the FTR style. We will see him come back to New Japan. I
Yeah,
can't see him go anywhere else.
he's
yeah,
not. We talked about this in private. As everybody knows, he could go to WWE. But why? He's not going
No,
to be
the
part of the bloodline. He's a Tongan, not a Samoan. He's not part of that family.
yeah,
Two, if you go to AEW, he's not going to be part of Bullet Club Gold because the guy that kicked him out is part of Bullet Club Gold. It won't make no
Mhm.
sense. We know what's happening. One thing about AEW, they continue shit that happened outside of AEW. That makes sense. So they're not going to do that. So his best bet is either to go to Impact or stay in New Japan. Because you go to Impact, you got some unfinished business there too. You know, you and your brother. Y'all didn't get no Impact tag team gold.
Mhm.
You got some, so, but Bullet Club 10 years, they're still going. That's
mm,
for a Gaijin faction in New Japan. That's perfect. That's outstanding. Even NWO didn't last that long in New Japan.
No. And to this day, people still rocking the Bullet Club T-shirt from the OG to the now.
Oh
Bullet
yeah.
Club is everywhere. Shit, and not only that, man. Bullet Club is dominating. It's in the fucking Tekken 7. And I swear for Lord, if I see that same show on Tekken 8, I'm pre-ordering that motherfucker right off the rip.
Listen,
I'm
man,
put
motherfuckers already tried to take my damn decade shirt. I was like, no, no, mine, mine. I signed those damn birds off a goddamn fine eagle. Mine, mine, mine. I was holding my shit. Me and my wife wore our shit. We got the Bullet Club jean vest. All our Bullet Club shirts. Well, mine's turned to either gym shirt or I gave it to my son. But Bullet Club is, especially if it feels the thing I like about Japan, if it feels like it's losing steam or it feels like it's little getting bland, they change the shit. They don't defect from it. They might take a few members here and there, but they don't give up like that. And then we're gonna do a reunion story. No, fuck that. you know, this ain't DX. This ain't the Shield. This ain't God for saying this ain't the NWO. Bullet Club. And if they do this dismantle a faction, that's it. There's no reunion. No, there's no like Suzuki Gun. There's no reunion. That's done.
mm,
It's over. No, no. Uh-uh. Suzuki said no. If I'm going to start something, I'm going to start something new, which he did strong style with him, Rita, and Desperado.
mm.
But if it's still going, and we just gotta take some pieces here and there and off, but we're still Bullet Club, and you can make it fresh, perfect, outstanding. I had a disagreement with someone because they said Bullet Club is dead. I was like, where? In America? Sure. In New Japan? No, no. You can't have Bullet Club in Ring of Honor. You can have Bullet Club Gold, whatever that is.
I'm waiting for the damn
Yeah, with
T-shirt to come out.
Switchblade in.
Well, I think the T-shirt will come out as soon as El Phantasmo face Finley at Dominion. I
Rock
think
and
El
roll.
Fantasma come to AEW, and
Hmm.
that makes sense for him to go because his shirt already gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, his shirt already got the black and gold. So, but I'm gonna be mad if it looks like fucking Hurt Business.
that'd be a different time, different story. But
If that shirt looked like Hurt Business black and gold shirt, like, oh no, 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 not doing it. No, I gotta fight my urges. Damn it.
yeah, the next day, bring it to Embrace 3. Come out with a damn gold T-shirt.
Oh, don't get no,
But
man. If I can find if I
actually,
can
I
find
got
somebody to make that shirt for us in a black and
yeah,
gold, god damn
uh,
it, I will.
they got one extra thing we gotta go off
Might
with
be custom made.
since tomorrow is Mother's Day, and
Yes.
of course, want to wish all our moms out there, but happy Mother's Day. But I was wondering, out of women in wrestling who are mothers, yeah, who do y'all think's been past or present? Yeah, who do you think somebody that's been a mom that's kicked ass in wrestling?
Lacey Evans.
Hmm.
Mm,
You said
Yeah,
Lacey
if they
Evans?
ever did something right with their character, I'd agree with that a lot more. Hmm.
A mama that kicked ass while she was
Yeah, past or
wrestling,
present. Yeah,
or even or became a mom after
it
she
could
was.
be either or.
I got too many.
Yeah,
I really got too many.
yeah,
I was gonna say Beth Phoenix,
yeah.
Trish,
I definitely got to count out Betty. Got to
um,
count Aunt Betty on that
God,
one.
ah,
Becky, even Nails, I guess.
I say Becky, Jade,
Yep. I damn, we
Jade,
better count Jade. I mean, she got
Jade,
defeated.
oh,
undefeated,
yeah.
and her daughter got something to brag about. No one
Yep.
touched my mommy. Oh,
Yep.
you know that shit. I know
Yeah.
if I was a kid, I'd do it.
Still.
I'll be
Tam-
bragging.
I'll say Tamina.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tamina. Honestly, because Tamina look like she's that kind of mama that come to school and whoop your ass in
Yeah.
front of class,
Man,
and they
who
like,
mama that is?
like who mama that is? They're like, that's Tamina. Ain't no one's Mina. That type
Yeah.
of shit. No. Um, Paige
Um.
mom.
Oh yes.
I don't know her name.
Yes, sir.
Sharaya's mom.
Yeah, I did.
It's because she was in the business wrestling while she was pregnant with Paige. That takes a lot.
Yes, that take a lot of bravery.
Hell yeah! One kick, we would not have Paige. I'm just saying.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Um, I,
Actually, you know what? That's her. Well, her
I was
wrestling
gonna
character's name is actually Soraya Knight.
say, yeah, that's her mama name.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
shit!
her mom's wrestling character name.
Oh shit! Ronda Rousey. How go forget about Ronda Rousey?
Oh
Badass.
yeah.
Ronda Rousey,
Yeah.
mama, badass. I
Yeah.
can't say nothing more about that. Anybody
Hmm.
else?
I
Uh,
was say
um,
Beulah.
yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna put Beauty because she had that one of the best ECW matches
Yeah.
that people still talk about, and she could take a bump like no
Yeah.
other. Uh,
Sable.
Is Jasmine a mom? Pretty sure.
who?
Is Jazz a mom?
No,
All right.
Jazz has no kids.
All
But can you imagine if she did?
right. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I will tell you this right now. First of all, the kid would definitely be the most respectful person on the planet
Yeah,
because
man. Listen.
Oh shit.
yeah, because if you had because let me tell you, if Jazz was my mom right now, I would be like, yes, ma'am.
Man, if Jazz told me to clean my damn room, my clean would be spicky
Yo,
clean.
yeah, I would be
I,
like, I'd be like Speedy Gonzalez. I'd be like, or
Shit,
Rough
and,
not
Rider. I'd be
nothing.
and,
like,
I'll be that kid friendly. Hey, Miss Jazz.
I ain't gonna say, hey, Miss Jazz. I'm like, ma'am. I ain't gonna say, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Mm-hmm.
No, I'll be that friend. Hey, Miss Jazz. Where we gonna fuck? Okay, stop.
What's her name? Good lord. Mickey James.
I
Oh yes.
yeah.
What's what's Undertaker wife name now?
Oh,
Michelle McCool.
Miss Cool.
Michelle McCool.
Yep.
God, I would. You
Terry
said
Reynolds.
you said Sable already. Terry Reynolds. Oh, Dakota. Forgot.
Yeah.
No,
No, because
no.
Terry really wasn't a fighter.
I don't
She,
care. If she was, she got herpes.
you son of a bitch. You
Hey,
son of a
Wow.
bitch.
I believe what New Jack says. New Jack speaks the truth.
Wow.
Yes, we know that, but she got a kid, you son of a bitch.
She
Damn
had.
you to hell.
She had a
Damn you
kid.
to hell.
Look. God, listen.
Yeah, he
We
told
are
him
in
to get
race
ready. He
thirst.
said, "Miss me with that."
We are embrace the thirst. We are. I remember what I call it. She got herpes, hepatitis C, I think it is.
God damn.
Hey, and she didn't wrestle anyway. She was more going through tables than fucking wrestling anyway.
She's okay. She's a sexy ballet. We
And
gonna give her that.
yeah, she had them bra and panties matches every now and then, but
Like I said, she has sexy ballet with a great match.
With
Bra and
Philip
panties,
Breast.
and she's a former hardcore champion. Let's give her that.
yeah.
She's a damn champion. This man,
Leaving that one alone.
we're going to the road to national champion. We're gonna mention the champion, Terry Reynolds, hardcore champion for a minute. That's it.
That is true.
Hardcore what?
Champion
Yeah,
for a
she
minute.
did me crash.
What? Cinemax hardcore? What are we talking about
No,
here?
You know what, nigga? What we not gonna do? We ain't gonna disrespect Terry Reynolds, okay? Now she a fucking legend. Without her, there would be no damn Golas and She Devil.
hardly knew.
If she's a legend, if she's a legend, so is Summer Rain. But it's just it is what it
That
is.
bitch can't wrestle with the shit, so we ain't gonna put that same boat.
Terry can't wrestle either.
She got titties. Anyway, like I was saying though, she
We get to the. Never mind. So who else? I think it's actually
I was like, you
more.
might as well put Stephanie in that damn category then.
Oh Lord Jesus.
she a legend too. Former women champion,
Who?
WrestleMania,
Who?
Stephanie McMahon. She got kids. She pulled great matches,
Yeah, she know how to do the pedigree.
and she got titties. But anyway, yeah, she do a lot of great stuff.
She brought through hers.
Hmm.
She did. I knew they made.
I'll say one thing. Like Stephanie, I'd give her credit. She got the hardest slap in the business.
I'm so sick. You know what? We could do a whole episode of her smacking wrestlers just for the thrill of it. I just, good Lord, how many wrestlers did she smack over a decade period of time, including her own family? She smacked her mama, her daddy, and her brother,
and her husband.
Her husband, but he pedigree and showed her. Never mind.
Yeah.
I saw the pic. We all remember that pic back on websites. www.wrestlingboobies.com.
Yeah, wow. We just get a whole damn plug too.
Yeah.
That was way back in 2000. We all those people went to website wrestlinguncensored.com. You know this shit.
Checks made out the heel, Carmichael. Yeah. Okay.
Google.
Yes.
Google.
Yahoo it. Yahoo. Let me stop.
Yahoo Bing it. I'm trying to think of somebody else.
Jacqueline have kids?
No, that is a mystery. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No. Yeah, if she don't,
yeah. Damn, Gail.
I was about to say, I'm gonna have to head down to Dallas in this game.
I was gonna say Gail Kim, but I don't think Gail Kim got kids either.
Nah, Gail does.
She does. Gail Kim does.
Okay,
yeah, Gail Kim. There we go. Angelina Love.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Davey, of course.
And Angelina Love.
But I'm glad that they're divorced.
What the hell, man?
That dumbass Steve. No, never mind.
Oh Lord, DDP 2.0. Anyway.
Oh,
shameful.
Yeah.
I think that's all we could think of right now, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot.
They can almost. Fuck! I just had somebody on my brain, and now I just lost her. Nah, damn, Velvet don't got. I don't think Velvet has any.
No, not yet.
No.
I think Briscoe's trying though.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jackie Gator.
Oh, Gator. Oh yeah, with Charlie Haas.
Yeah, she got kids. She got 4 children.
Can I count Ruby Sky? You know, she used to wrestle and do Playboys. She was on Playboy first.
Yes.
I asked her that. I got on Instagram. I asked her like, "What the hell made you go from Playboy to wrestling?"
And what she say?
Wait, I'm waiting for the response.
Yeah, you go be that dude from Player
No,
Club.
no, it's a legit question. As a podcaster, it's a legit question.
Yeah.
What made you go from Playboy to want to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
And she not just want to be, she became a wrestler. Hell, she
You
was
know-
part of that damn the firm deletion shit.
Yep.
She was part of that.
All of them deletion matches. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a legit question. Not being
Yeah.
like
Hey, and
a
that she
pervert
ain't the
about it.
first one to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no, wait, hold
No,
on.
we should bring her in on our show. That'd be dope.
If she's willing to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
she's
hope.
in North Carolina. I mean, we can find her, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like Player Club. Just stand in front of the door. I'm a
no.
big fan of her. Like, no, we ain't gonna do that.
No. I ain't gonna be like homeboy from Players Club. Always make sure you go home safe.
Yeah.
With those big ass glasses on. Oh man, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of some more people, but you know, kind of hard. I think that's I would say some valet names too, but just because they had to deal with the wrestlers themselves.
Yeah. Pretty sure Kimberly would have a couple already.
No.
What?
No, DDP did not have no kids by her. Smart move, DDP. Smart move.
Hey, I was about to say, like,
can we add Undertaker's ex-wife's
Sarah? Yeah.
Sarah?
Yeah, she did play a part with DDP's stalking role.
Oh Lord, that's the most godforsaken storyline
that was a classic storyline. It made DDP to something else as a European champion.
It would
and lead to positive.
It would have been classic if he would have got some like meaningful wins out of it. They made DDP like a bitch.
But on the upside, he was a former tag team champion and the European champion and power positivity.
That's not a good thing. That's a great thing.
They put his teeth on steroids. It was a big ass smile he had. and
Yo, it's me. It's DDP.
Goddamn flaws. God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean that's the all right. We're losing steam here. That's about
Deborah.
No, God, no. No. I don't know. She probably did have someone with Steve. Not Steve Austin, was Mungle. I don't know. They don't really talk about their kids if they do.
Yeah.
So who knows? Rest in peace, Nancy Christian Wong. Nancy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She
Elizabeth never had kids.
No.
That's a shame because I would say yes. Like if she would have never got Fluger, I think she would have been a great mom.
Can you imagine she would have had kids by Macho Man?
Yeah.
Them dogs would have more talent than Charlotte.
Well, wait a minute. I would say this right now. That depends on what she had, though. Because if she would have had boys,
Four champions.
Or no, that I would think they'd even be crazier than Randy was.
Oh yeah, Mom, I want some peanut butter jelly sandwich. Yeah. Don't put too much jelly on my sandwich. Yeah.
I'll be right back, Mother. I'm gonna take one of them girls around the block. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
But
and then if he had actually that was one part of it, but the part I was really thinking about is like, you know how when you come over to your friends and they got a hot mom, and I was like, yeah. I was like, no, you was not coming over my house.
I'll be imitating his father the whole damn time. Don't you know what you're doing? I'm greening the crop. God damn it! I want to come to your house. Yeah, Elizabeth. I just started getting crazy with it. But man, I think that's all we got today, folks.
Yeah, that's it. And
you got the hiccups. Yeah.
And the team with the worst record is winning. But anyway, yes.
I had a feeling the rotten bumps. It's like, damn it, everybody was picking
who?
DC to win this match.
Oh, XFL?
No,
yeah.
Oh, that shit it is on.
Yeah, I saw the trophy too.
I
saw.
That's good.
I
decent trophy.
I'd rather have the NXT Heritage Cup before I had that one.
Trophy It got the, what I say. It's like two French fries crossed together, holding a goddamn toy football. That's not that better not be
Hey, at
perfect.
least it's better than that $1 million championship one they had back in 2001.
We are not. We are not going to put this in the same era as Vince McMahon's XFL. We will not do that. This is a whole new XFL when they worry
Yeah.
about football and football
Yes.
only. So
That was classic. We ain't gonna shit on that. That XFL was classic.
Yeah.
Las
fact
Vegas
that
Outlaws.
Although he hate me.
hey, I got the jersey. I got the jersey. I got
Hey,
the jersey. Don't make me wear it.
hey,
I'll wear it
actually, I
next
want you
episode.
to wear it.
I'll wear it the next episode.
That's my
God damn
favorite
it!
player.
Yeah,
We should have our own Embrace the Thirst jersey. And have the skull logo in the
man.
front and say our nicknames.
You know what?
Yeah.
I mean, while we on here, we could. I mean, hell, folks, we could get get us try to get a website with merch and stuff like that. And we could probably do
Yep.
that.
Oh,
But
we definitely need to do that.
we gotta get the right people to make jerseys.
WCC merchandise.
Yes, yes,
That-
yes. Oh God.
Hold
Yeah,
up now.
we gotta fix these shirts right here.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Yeah.
I don't see the bottom. When I looked at it, like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How come no one told me?
we were blind, but don't worry. We gonna have a different version
Oh,
of that shirt.
we go correct this wrong, but we got something on fire blazing coming.
Yep.
Soon.
Coming soon. Eat my ass. But anyway, soon.
That would be his shirt. That would be his personal. Michael, eat my ass. It's gonna be in quotation marks, capital letters, and probably be a big ass in the middle where it said eat.
No, that'd be an uncensored version. But you know what? Fuck it. Have my face on it, like before, like this.
Oh, wait a minute.
You gonna have your face on your mouth.
Wait a minute. I just forgot.
Why I gotta look all crazy?
We did forget a mom, and she just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. My favorite pair of legs.
Stacy Keebler.
She's a mom.
Yeah.
Did
Do you see her kids at her Hall of Fame induction?
No, I was not really paying attention to her kids.
I remember
the 41. Never mind.
The 41.5-inch legs. Yeah.
Yes, she still got
I'm
those.
playing it. Yeah.
But yeah. I'm sorry, Stacy. But to all the mamas out there, happy Mother's Day from Embrace the Thirst. Us rebels.
That's why we're doing the show tonight, because we at our mamas tomorrow.
Yes. We pay our respects.
yes.
But once you leave this multiverse here, this universe, please go and watch our boys at Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. They're doing a special also because of tomorrow's Mother's Day.
Yep.
And tomorrow, because we are Hills for Life, we got shit on y'all. So we're gonna have a show at 9:30. So y'all got Mother's Day. Y'all don't have Mother's Night.
Yep.
See, Mother's Day, but not Mother's Night. Ha! So join us.
Yeah. Until next time, remember, pick up your phones, because somebody call your mom. Never mind. Wait, I was about to say, wait a minute, hold on. What was that dude that used to be with the cat?
Oh, Ernest Miller.
Yeah,
the WWE version.
Yeah, the one that had his hair eliminated at the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
The wig is eliminated. Yo, Jim Ross, I swear you had one of the funniest calls up there. The wig is eliminated. Or actually, I think Taz was the one who said that one. But
the wig was eliminated first. Then his little ass got eliminated, and then the cat got, I mean, that probably one of the funniest spots. The most recycled. That's what we should have an episode about recycled fucking theme songs.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Ooh. I think I can watch it on YouTube for that one and bring it up and talk about that.
Yeah, because
I think it's like 4 or 5 videos of people that got recycled theme songs.
And now Hollywood Blondes and
Hollywood Blonde. I know for certain the Patriot and Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Oh god.
Hulk Hogan and
Wyndham and Rotundo with the Real American.
Right.
Hell, Stu just had that one too.
Oh well, you know, they was just being petty as shit.
Yeah.
It was one more.
Brock Lesnar theme?
No. There was one that yeah, it is close. Razor Ramon and Stone Cold is kind of close, but nah. Oh man, I had it. I
I
had
know
it.
actually like Lashley Roos was actually redone because actually it, and you know who I was shocked to find out who first had that theme? And I was like, damn, has it been that long?
Ooh,
It was actually Stevie Richards. During that really brief time he was in WCW. Like right after he left the BWO.
wow. Good
Mm.
lord. Good
Yeah, I
lord.
know.
And then Steve Ray did not stay in WCW that long either.
Nope. Yeah, he just had that one fight with Raven and see you later.
Yeah, came back to ECW superstar Stevie Richards. All right, fellas,
Good.
have a good show. Good show.
Yes. Great show.
And what's
Hopefully
next week?
everybody have next week is what one more redo event. Um
O2 Judgment Day.
Yep.
yeah, O2 Judgment Day.
Of
If
course, we'll
anything.
be updating you on the Super Juniors.
It's on
Hmm.
fire. Oh wait. Let's talk. We could talk about Noah
Yeah.
because they got a show tomorrow.
Oh shit! And then I forgot. Like
Uh, King
yeah,
King
because we also
DT.
got United Champions and what you call it in the next week or so.
No, Night Champions in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
King of DT is gonna end this week, so we could talk about that.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess the ups and downs of the week of wrestling in the states, which
yeah.
would be Raw, NXT, AEW,
Impact,
No,
NWA.
actually, you know
Ring of
what?
Honor.
Because I was thinking because
That's a
like
lot. Jeez.
next week when we're back on normal time, yeah, when we're back on our normal day, that'll actually be the go home weeks. Because remember,
Yes.
the week after is going to be Night of Champions and Double or Nothing.
Oh shit, yeah.
Wait. There's gonna be Night Champions, Battleground.
Oh,
Double
and
Nothing.
Battleground. Oh,
So that's something we could talk about next week. The
yeah,
fact that Battleground and Double Nothing is gonna happen the
yeah,
same time. Not this time. There's no respect. Fuck that. They're gonna both be on 8 o'clock.
yep,
And the thing is, before I know people go complain again. This is a different era. You can watch both of them at the same time.
yes,
Yes.
You can
We
watch
ca-
them at the same, unless you don't have internet. If you don't have internet, that you can argue that all day. I'm watching that shit at the same time. That's all to
yep.
it.
got a
So
laptop. I got TV,
Yeah.
yeah,
Matter of
PS5 and
fact, you know
4.
what? I'll probably wind up doing like a double Discord for that if Chris is up to it. But it was like, yeah,
hey, you know what? I I think I don't think it's gonna be a double Discord. I think it's gonna be one Discord, dude.
yeah,
I think AEW gonna be the one Discord
yeah,
because I think that the matches they got or have lined up for double nothing that we know so far, and what they gonna add on to it,
yeah,
like just the four pillars match right there alone.
yeah.
It's very interesting. We all know how we all know sneaky ass MJF gonna find a way out, but how?
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteed I'm gonna call this right now. A heel turn is happening during that match.
You think Jungle Boy turns?
It's looking more that way because he's talking a lot of shit all of a sudden. Like he's talking more shit than usual. Let's keep it real. And actually making sense. We can hear him. You usually talk all, that motherfucker's talking with his chest out now. Jungle
I,
man.
s-
Jungle
Well,
man.
I expect Sammy Guevara to turn face then if we go for that route.
Well, I'll
yeah.
go there too because he sounds so much like a baby face last week.
Because
I was
remember,
like,
yeah,
fuck?
you and I talked about it on when we did the recap. I was like,
Yeah, he sounds such a baby face last week. I was like, really? I want to make sure the boy or girl that's watching me saying they
yeah,
want to be just like me. Not
and
what, you want them to kiss their wife or husband just like you. I was
Hold up now.
trying
He's
to make
our true hero.
I was trying to make a hill out of it, but I couldn't because he was such a talking baby face.
yeah, and you
But
know
Jungle
what?
Boy
That's
is
what I'm
kind
thinking.
of
Like
hill.
this, that's what I'm thinking. Like All Access is pretty much turning Sammy face again.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like you starting to you really like he's telling us that he's trying to change. Oh, that we could talk about that too. All give all access their fucking flowers. Like
Oh
I
shit.
really enjoy that show, and what I like about All Access for those that's not into the wrestling like we are or others like us, they get to know Adam Cole and Britt Baker, Sammy, because you go by just these dirt sheets, you'll just say Sammy's a little freaking prick.
Yeah.
That's all because all that's all
Mhm.
you gonna hear. He's his bad shit. But this dude is he's a cool dude. He just I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know if he's the only child. I don't know if he didn't get his cookies when he asked his mama. I don't know.
I think I think it's part of you're around that culture, and especially if you're a young dude and you really don't got nobody showing you like the rights and wrongs and stuff is like sometimes. And then I'm trying to think how I want to say this. It's like Sammy's trying to do the right thing, but at the same time, it's like sometimes he doesn't know when to go full bore and when to like lay off or certain things.
Right. Well,
And
you
it's
know
like
what? You gotta give some of
it's
these
going
guys.
basically it's a trial by fire.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta give some of these guys some credit. Like Jungle Boy, even during the interviews, Jungle Boy had Christian.
Yep.
You know, Christian was trying to stay heel, but that's another thing why I think Jungle Boy gonna turn heel because Christian he's trying to stay heel, but he's still trying to talk like this is I seen it in him, blah blah,
Yep.
this and that. With Sammy, he got Chris Jericho the whole time he was there. Yeah, Chris Jericho could be a good mentor. He had a good career, and he probably telling saying like you don't want to do too much crazy shit. I understand that's how your fan base is, but you don't want to do too much crazy shit every week because you gonna have a short blah blah. But it's not only if you look at like I said, you look at All Access. It's not just Chris Jericho.
Mhm.
You got other people in trying to help guide him because he's still young. Like all of
Yeah.
them actually is still. I think Sammy's the youngest though.
Yeah. I think it's
Hmm.
20, either Sammy or Jack, or think of it.
I I, I think Jack is
Oh, let me say here.
25, 26. I think
All
Sammy's
right.
24.
Yeah. He's actually Jungle Boy's get ready to turn 26 next month.
Hmm.
MJF is
Yeah.
26, going on 27.
All right. Yeah. He just turned 27 back in
Okay,
March.
27.
Sammy
Darby,
is Sammy's 29. He'll be 30 at the end of
get the
July.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, he is.
Sammy's
And Darby,
29?
yeah, and Darby's 30.
Well, I don't know what drug or what milk they're drinking with. God, Jesus Christ. Sammy look like he's fucking down 22. But then again, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna get us in trouble. I guess he is Hispanic. He's Latino. He's
Hey,
he's not Caucasian.
yeah,
But what the fuck?
hey,
What the fuck is Darby's situation? Because Darby look like he's down there 18.
yeah,
Hey, he looked great. Shit. I wish I
Yeah,
could be like him
yeah,
I
without
gotta
jumping
give
off
him.
the shit.
Yeah, oh no, I'm not doing that. Right? That's what make me gotta stay look younger to jump off of shit and break my damn bones. And I'm gonna look like an old ass motherfucker. Then I'll damn
yeah,
that.
They call you the Negro Foley.
The Negro
yeah.
Foley sheet.
Have a nice day. God damn my back.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and that's funny because I'm like, yeah, Max looks older than both Sammy and Darby, but yet he's actually younger than both of
That's fucked up. That's just wrong. How the hell that little prick looks younger than those two and the little fucking prick. I don't listen with this session. My partner, I don't have no problem with MJF. I don't, but he kind of broke he kind of burned some of his bridges with some people,
them.
and that's what it just is. What it is. I like him. I ain't gonna say he's the best heel I ever saw, but in today's world, anybody can be a heel.
Yeah.
Anybody. All you gotta do is just say something disrespectful.
I'll say
Shit.
that's the thing though is like I'll say this. This will be the only good thing I'll say about MJF is that he's the only heel that actually gets a heel reaction because
Kinda.
yeah. Well, if you exclude when they go to Long Island, but
No, not even that. It's when I say kind of, I say this about him. When his music hits, ain't no boos. They cheer. They cheer him all the way till he start talking.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna repeat what Bubba or Bully Ray, Bully Ray, whatever you want to call him, what he said. Either you gonna be a heel that everybody hates, or you gonna be a heel that everybody loves to hate. Like Bully Ray could go somewhere and you could honestly hate him, even though you like him, but you know that motherfucker, he gonna say something that's gonna be so fucked up. But when like right now, like Bully Ray right now is a heel in Impact, but he's a face in NWA.
Yep.
MJF comes out and here, so you hear do yay, and all he gotta do is say his same old shtick, and then y'all fall for it and y'all boo. It's like it's copy paste with him.
Yep.
Unless he's in Long Island, and he's still a pick in Long Island, but they like that shit because he's one of them, you know. So, so I mean, I get it, I do, and I'm not going to like. This is just how it is, how this is wrestling. So, but fellas, we gotta get off this shit because we've been saying goodbye for like the past 4 minutes, and
Yes, I gotta watch the XFL Championship.
Yeah.
And after that, I know everybody get ready. I'm your boy, Heel.
I am the enforcer, the rebel without a cause.
And I'm the one and only Rockin' Reese.
And we are just 3 rebels. And also, embrace the thirst.
And feel it too.
And that too. Feel the whole child of thirst. Anyway.
Happy Mother's Day to all y'all mamas. Somebody call my mama. Somebody call my mama.
We just need some damn cheerleading girls.
Yeah, where's Naomi? Where's some Trinity?
I don't need them and just do these splits and all that shit. Never mind.
Oh shit. Slap. Anyway. Until then, we see you next time. Always embrace the thirst.